Are
boat
Zurak
we're
and you the
taking.
same
Are
person?
we already on the boat?
No.
I'm on a boat and
I
it's
can't remember
going
where we left
past me.
off. Did we leave off on the boat or getting onto the boat?
No. You left off just leaving Yang Yang's father, taking his platinum pieces.
Oh. Oh, Hester, look what I can do. And I, like, cast the spell when nobody's looking.
Except for me.
Okay, Mantis's game. We're making it there. If I get in game
You're
before
making it
Ron
there?
gets in vent, then I'm the winner.
He's in vent.
Do you want to
No,
stay in my
he's on this
house?
channel though. What?
Do you want to stay in my house?
She gives
I-
you. She's like,
I don't
yes, I
understand.
do.
I lead you into my house.
Wait, where are we?
Where you walk onto
I
the
follow
porch and you suddenly see it. And like Zoe's probably looking around. Like, where are they? Because we
What are you
disappeared
talking
into
about?
the house.
This is our Mean Girls clubhouse. You're not allowed in.
Wait, is this one the one that actually summons a
okay.
house, or is this the one that just makes it so that you make an area like
It's
private?
you can.
The second.
It's still my house.
Okay. I know there's one that you actually summons, like, it's basically like summons a little demi-plane almost as a
Yeah, it's
house.
Mage's Mansion.
Oh
It's
my
a
God.
7th level spell,
Yeah,
I
it's really
believe.
high level.
Ah, okay, yeah, you won't be able to get to that one yet, I guess. That's fair.
Anyways, I explained to Hester like what this is and how this is working and how we can safely camp or have secure private conversations, perhaps as long as nobody's scrying and things like that.
Awesome. Yeah, though, like when you get like the thing that makes like an actual like mansion, like that'd be pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We can just go there
And
whenever we
then
need to sleep.
we'll just be like, thanks for summoning this big house for us. And you'll be like, don't mention it.
Don't mansion it. Because it's going to be a mansion. Not a palace.
Yeah.
I don't know. What's the difference between a palace and a mansion?
A palace is for someone of royalty,
I'm not
generally.
royal.
And you'll never be royals. We'll never be royals. Yeah.
That's not true.
Well, in Kingmaker, it's not true.
No, it's possibly. Oh my god, you guys see the new. Was it new? Like, it's like. King Wars. I don't know. Roll20 just released Pathfinder's.
It's War for the Crown.
War for the Crown, yeah. That sounds interesting.
Is it
I
like
haven't
Game of
looked into it
Thrones?
at all, but from the description of it, it sounds like it's supposed to be an AP that's high in political intrigue.
But the picture
Is it Game of Thrones?
hilarious. Like, the front cover picture is hilarious.
The crazy dude with the crown.
Yeah, so I think it might have humor in it or something. I don't know.
Where's Ron?
On call, apparently.
I think it's Paizo doing a political
Oh,
power
on
struggle
call. Okay.
Oh.
scenario.
Yeah, I don't know. I didn't even know that was out because I was still looking. Like Fantasy Grounds released the second book of Runes of Aslant.
If he means on call, like on call for work, it might be a while.
Okay.
Well, stream's ready, so it's fine. We can.
Before we start stream, let's get some business underway.
Well, it's
You
already
guys
up, so do you
have
want me to-
10,000 gold pieces to distribute. In any
1,000
way you
platinum
seem.
pieces?
No. 1,000 plat, 10,000 gold.
1,000 platinum.
Equivalent. 1,000 platinum pieces to distribute.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's right.
I thought we did distribute the 1,000 platinum because I have 200 platinum.
Well, We did, but then we're
Yeah.
like,
I have
well,
200
Pluto's
platinum.
character
No,
is way below wealth. And then we're
Yeah,
like,
but
maybe
this
we
isn't
want
gonna
to
even
additional.
dent it.
redistribute it.
This is the additional.
This isn't even gonna dent it, so I wouldn't worry about it.
So I
You
have
each
200
got
platinum pieces.
you each got 10. So you got some platinum from the dragon. Let me see how much platinum you got from. No, you got some gold from the dragon. Is that right?
I think
I
so.
don't
Okay,
know.
got some gold
got
from the dragon. You
stuff.
each got 10 platinum pieces from the guy. And I told you that you should discuss how you're going to distribute the rest.
Yeah,
And
it sounds like Charlotte's just as undervalued as I am.
Yeah, the two of you are.
Like I don't, I wouldn't worry about it.
I don't even know what my wealth is because I don't know how to do
Yeah, I have it in
things.
Hero Lab, so I can check really easily. But
Yeah, Hero Lab does it all for us. Yours is up
Well,
there. I
yeah,
think
and
yours is
if I
probably
put
level
the gold
equivalent.
value on my items, yeah, if I put the gold value on the items, then this would
oh,
do it. But I
geez.
didn't put the gold
Actually,
value
I'm
on
even
the
worse
items.
off than I thought because
But I'm more than
counting.
fine.
It's counting 8,000 gold of my wealth for the fucking +1 Furious Greatsword that's large that I can't even use. So I'm actually even
But
Hey,
it's
sell
poorer
it.
than I
something you can
thought.
sell though, so it's still a value.
For half.
Yeah, I can still sell it for half if I can find somebody that wants a gigantic greatsword.
Who's gonna
that-
wield?
A giant
Nobody.
would want it.
Like a giant, basically, yeah.
Why don't I shrink
We can
item
find some of
it
those.
and sell it to somebody as a very beautiful
You
like
know.
sandwich, sandwich sword that they put in the sandwiches, and then like after its duration,
Or
days
you could
later,
shrink item
like
it and sell
suddenly
it to a
gets
fairy.
bigger.
don't you have permanency now? Permanency shrink item it and sell it to a fairy.
I could,
Oh
but
my
I don't
God,
have
roll
shrink
20,
item.
please.
I didn't.
Anywho.
Well, I want to update my character sheet on Roll20, but
It'd be funny
it's
though.
doing the thing again where it fucking lags out every time I
Maybe
But
it's
anyway,
Mantis's game.
this isn't up to me. I just want the party to discuss how you want to distribute this wealth. If you decide, hey, we want to distribute it evenly, then that's fine. If you don't, then that's fine too.
This is how
Okay,
I feel.
like
I
Pluto
think
said, it's
not even
that
really gonna make a dent.
Pluto, you have a 10,000 gold limit. Is there something that you would like to purchase that would just kind of round your character up better?
I think that's a great idea.
I don't know. I want to get my AC higher, but I don't think I can. I don't think 10,000 gold's enough because. I mean, I want to upgrade my buckler, but that only costs like 1,000 gold, and that'll give me an extra armor there. What else do I got in here? I think I already have. Like, it's gonna cost a lot.
You have
to
an
go
amulet of
from
natural
plus-
armor.
I do. I have +1s for natural armor and ring of protections. But it's going to cost quite a bit to go up from a +1 to a +2. Like, that's kind of the spot I'm at right now. Same thing with my armor. Like, I have a bunch of little +1 stuff, but the jump from a +1 to a +2 is too high for, like, 10,000 gold.
What kind
to
of armor
cover
can
it.
you wear?
Light armor.
Light. Okay.
Yeah, so I got a +1 chain shirt. I mean, but...
Because for the most part, I'm comfortable with what I have as is. And I want to keep my coins because I will be crafting. And if you want me to craft, we are going on a boat ride. And so
Yeah.
I could help
Yeah,
you
me too.
out with the craft wondrous items.
I have craft magic arms and armor.
So like together we can reduce those costs and get those things up. And the only thing
I guess a cloak of resistance wouldn't be the worst thing either. Because
Yeah,
still
because
don't
we
even
know that
have
you need
one.
help with your resistances.
I do. I roll 2s sometimes, and I can't re-roll those. I need to make it so 2s are successes. That's the goal. It's the only way that I can deal with saves, apparently.
Yeah, and then the only thing
I mean, how much would it
That's
cost to
one way to
craft a
deal with that.
+2 ring of protection or natural armor?
Those are both 8,000 gold.
Oh, so
Yeah, so I'm
half,
looking-
right?
Half
Well,
for crafting the
to
whole thing.
upgrade it, he's got to pay the difference between the two, and then he pays
Correct.
half of that.
Yeah, so,
Oh, so
for
it'd
be
3,000
3,000
gold.
each.
It's like
Yeah.
For
3K
3,000 gold,
each.
I could upgrade like a ring of protection or the amulet, I think.
So if we
Also,
gave you
Pluto, if you're
6,000 of
looking
the
at
10,000, you could
Giving
do
yourself
both.
more AC. Do you have 3 points in acrobatics at least?
I'll be right back.
Yes, I have 10 points in acrobatics.
Okay, so remember that you can always fight defensively to add 3 more AC to yourself for -4 to
Yeah.
attack. It's like a
I have
slightly
to be
worse
careful.
combat expertise.
Yeah, I have to be careful about doing that because I'm a medium base attack bonus class, so I can't really afford to throw a whole bunch of minuses on my character, but yeah.
So, Pluto,
I mean, one thing I'm going to
what
have
you
that'll
could
help
do,
with mitigating it is I have this level for my level 4 spell. One of the ones I took was greater invisibility, so I mean that's pretty useful. I can just avoid getting
also
hit with
good.
that potentially.
so
And the
Pluto,
fact that
if we
mirror image
gave
just helped a
you,
lot too. So
if you took like 8,000 of the gold, you could upgrade both your ring of protection and your amulet natural armor and get a cloak resistance 1, right? For 8,000?
yeah, if the ring and the amulet were crafted, I guess.
Were crafted, yeah.
Although that would take
It'd take a while.
a while, yeah.
But that's better than doing nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, the other option is, what's your weapon? Do you want like a better weapon, or is AC really the way you want to go?
My weapon is actually my best item. I have a +1 mithril longsword.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. I don't really think the weapon's something I'm like too concerned about. I seem to hit fairly consistently, you know, like in combat, so I'm not really worried about that.
Yeah, I mean, I think you'd be
I
in
just
a
get hit.
much better place if you had 2 AC and 1 to all resistances, or to all saves. It's not
Yeah, I
gonna.
mean,
It's still not gonna be anywhere near, the artifact level items that some of us have, but it would certainly
Yeah,
help
but I
you.
mean, yeah, let's see here. Let me find my.
I don't know, I guess that's my vote. Is we do something like that, and then just try and find time to do the crafting.
Yeah,
We're
if I
gonna be
get
on a boat.
if I get my AC, if I upgrade my amulet and my ring
Oh, and you could get the
And-
buckler upgrade for 1,000.
and get the buckler, that'll put me at about the point where basically fighting an average monster at CR10, they'll hit me only half the time. Whereas right now they hit me like almost all the time.
What's your AC right now?
I think it's 20 without any item upgrades. It's only 20.
Yeah.
So I'd be
Okay.
looking
So
at
that.
boosting it up to 23.
Yeah. So that's 9,000 gold then. If you also do the buckler for 1,000.
Well, the buckler's a little bit more than 1,000, but yeah.
Why don't we just give Pluto all the freaking gold?
Well, I mean,
The buckler is 1,150.
I'm perfectly fine with that. And then
Just round the buckler to 1,000.
Okay.
All right. So we'll give him
You've
9,000.
at some
and
point
we'll
picked
each
up a
get
masterwork
200 gold.
buckler.
I, had a
I
regular
think that's
buckler.
the best option so far, unless anyone has any other suggestions. Because that'll be 3 AC
I don't
and
need
1 to
any
save.
of it at all. Like, Pluto can have all of it.
Yeah, and then I think the Mantis hinted that the next big item he thinks we're going for would probably be best for Secret's character anyways. So then at that point you would get a big power boost.
Okay, well, I'll,
Unless I refuse it.
I guess, well, I can't think of anything to do with that, 2,000 gold other than, maybe get a new wand of Cure Light Wounds or something, since my
What,
current
2,000
one that I
gold?
have is...
So the only question I have
Er.
is how many days am I going to need to spend
Hold on a second.
crafting
Yeah, the
what you
craft.
wanted?
Well...
So it's the days are
Let's
just
see.
every 1,000 gold for the difference of the upgrade. I hope I said that right.
Mhm.
So it's
Yeah.
6 days total.
It'd be 3,000 for upgrading the,
6 days.
is the cost for upgrading the Bringer Protection.
Oh, plus the cloak of. Well, you can buy the cloak of resistance.
And it's the
though.
base value, not the
Right.
reduced
Yeah,
value.
so 6,000 is the base.
Oh,
So 6
okay.
days for one. What
So
was
it's
the other
12
one?
days.
How many? 2 items then?
Let's see, natural armor. It's also the same cost, so that's also 3,000. That's going to cost and 6,000 value.
Okay. So I need
So
at
it's the
least
exact
12
same for
days
those-
for the
both of
2
those.
items. Okay.
And
then you
the
buy a
cloak
cloak of resistance.
Cloak of resistance
Or
is only
craft.
1,000 gold.
Oh, that would be 1 day then.
Okay, so let's
Yeah.
add one more day.
That we
That's
could craft for
13
half.
days.
And then the buckler, I don't think you can do because it's
No,
it would be craft
Hester
arms and
can
armor.
work on
So I think I
that.
just
Which Hester has that
Hester
though.
can.
Oh, okay. Well, then that would only be yeah. So those spells
Another
would cost
day.
500 gold each, and that would be just Hester would have to spend a day on that, I guess. But,
So that's 7,000 gold total.
Spent gold actually is a lot less than that with crafting because it's half cost. Remember? So.
No, that's what
Wait,
you
no,
have.
you're right. 7,000. It's 7,000. Okay. So yeah, there's still 3,000 gold, I guess.
I don't know if I know Secret said she doesn't want anything, but is there something you, Charlotte, would like for 3,000 gold?
I
Okay,
don't
if
know.
those are the things you want, Pluto, then I suggest that the other 3,000 gold is divided up amongst the party equally.
Unless Charlotte wants something, then I vote that she gets something.
I don't know. I can only like come up with things as I make them. That's how magic works. Sort of.
Or we can just leave it as 3,000 gold in party coffers.
Who's gonna keep track of that? Because I'm not doing it.
Yeah, let's either split it up or spend it.
Just split
'Cause
it
unless
between 4.
yeah.
Okay,
Okay,
so
instead of
we're gonna
200
split that up
plat,
4
we
ways.
got 750.
Kitoki.
You each get 75 platinum.
There,
We each get
just for
75
Pluto.
platinum?
Yeah,
reducing
Instead of the
our
200, it's the
coin
75.
weight,
instead of the
basically,
200.
by giving us platinum instead of gold.
Alright, I'm cool with that. That gives me money to do stuff with.
Yeah, and then Pluto's or
I'm enchanting my gun.
what's Isaiah? Wait, are you Isaiah in this game? Yeah, Isaiah's in a much
Yeah.
better position. At least then, because my AC is 24, so you'll be still 1 below me after
Yeah.
that.
Yep. Well, that's what I'm saying.
But that's
Puts me at that
reasonable.
spot.
Okay.
That's about where, like I said, if at that point you're at about the point where 50% of like an average CR10 creature is going to hit you, like half the time. So, which is still not great, but it's not enough where like it feels hopeless, I guess. Because it feels bad when they're hitting you when they roll like a 4, you know.
Yeah.
I can debuff them.
Yeah, that'll help as well. And then, like I said, I have some other like mirror image and greater invisibility, both like between those two. Hopefully, I think a 23. I'll feel like.
You should be able to play in the front a bit more and take more active roles.
Well, I mean, I'm gonna play in the front anyway, but I won't
I have
be
this spell
feeling
too.
like I'm on the verge of dying every single combat,
Yeah.
because that's how it feels, really. I guess, and I don't know.
Which the combat is tough, but yeah.
To an extent, I mean, to an extent, maybe that's fine, but yeah.
So by
Feel
the way,
absurdly close to dying every time.
it's pretty exciting that, you're going to be up in the fight with me and stuff more often. because I got a new advanced Slayer talent, which I got an advanced combat trick or something, whatever, ninja trick, I don't remember. But it means that whenever the creature I'm fighting, or at least I guess someone that's in my threat range, gets hit with an attack, I can make an attack of opportunity against them. So that's pretty dope.
How many times per round is that?
That is once per round.
Did you take Opportunist? Was what you said it was? I think I had that on Nizzo.
Yes.
Yeah, that's really
Yep.
good. I have it on Nizzo.
I saw that and I'm just like, this is so good compared to anything else I've read so far.
Yeah, it does. I think it uses an attack opportunity, but you have combat reflexes, so who gives a shit?
It does, but I'm yeah.
I didn't have.
I don't have a lot,
reflexes when
though.
I took it. It was still good. Yeah, you have like 3 attacks or something.
Yeah, what is it? It's 1 per dex.
You get an extra attack per dex modifier. So if you have like 14 dex.
So dex mod is
example.
2, yeah.
Yeah.
So I get 3 total.
Yeah. At some point, I don't. What sort of belt do you have? You have a strength belt.
I have strength
Or you
belt,
have no
yeah.
belt? Yeah. If you upgrade that to having strength and dex, I mean, eventually, your character, it makes sense eventually to just get one that gives you strength, dex, and con, even though they're expensive as hell. You could use all 3 of those.
Yeah.
Okay. It's going to take you about 2 weeks by boat to get to Japan.
Oh, how convenient. Because that's how long our crafting is going to take.
Well,
Wait, hold on. How long did you say?
About 2 weeks.
okay.
Okay, easy.
Why is my perception off by 1 on? 20?
Okay.
I'm
so
not going to give you
there's
14
6,
questions
7.
to ask the headband, but I'll give you 4. 2 per week.
Shit, I need more
To
than
ask
14 days.
the arms of man.
You need more than 14 days?
Yeah.
Yeah, because she's doing a lot of crafting. The total amount of gold is going to be like at least 12 just with the 2.
Wait, yeah,
ACF.
those 12, are you crafting
Well,
other stuff too?
Yes. I want stuff too.
Okay.
Well, then I'm going to craft my gun. Or make my gun magic.
Can I get a belt crafted?
Jesus Christ.
See? See what I mean?
Yeah. I don't think we have.
Let's just go to Japan, take a boat back to China, and then get on a boat back to Japan. I think that's the strategy.
No, we're following an army, and this army is not going to stop.
I'm kidding.
So,
Why is this number
Pluto
up?
first,
Confused.
then me, then we can see if after 17 days we can see about something else. But for now, that's what I got.
Yeah, I think that's fair. I don't need anything.
Oh, okay, I get it. My miscellaneous modifier went up because of
Reasons?
bard things, archaeologist things. I get to add half my level to perception checks, so
Ooh.
that's now 5 instead of 4.
Maybe I should have made Philippe a bard.
Well, an archaeologist bard specifically. It's my archetype that gives me that.
Okay.
As for Ron, if you want that belt, it'll be later. We'll probably already be engaged in situations before you'll get the chance to have that. But basically, it will take me. It's 1,000 gold. So every 1,000 gold the item is, it's going to take me an entire day. And then you only have to pay the half cost, but it takes me the full cost duration to make it. So depending on what belt you want, it might take a long time. Crafting takes a long time. There are like things that like wizards and stuff can do to speed it up, but I don't know about arcanists. Maybe there might be.
You just need a time turner. Take a leaf out of Hermione's book.
There might be an exploit. I don't know. It's been a while since I've been able to pick up an exploit, so.
There's a wizard discovery that reduces the time.
Yeah, I know wizards can. I haven't seen anything out of Sorks that can, though.
So I'm going to spend 2,000 or 200 platinum to make my gun a +1.
Item crafting. Oh, let's see.
That's a +1 gun.
No, it's not quite.
I'm getting a +1 popcorn.
Okay. So, when you get on the boat, you're greeted by somebody.
Hello, somebody.
He introduces himself
Hi.
as General Wuhan.
Luhan?
Hello, General Wuhan.
Wuhan.
Lu or Wu?
Wu, W-U. And I'll take you to
What's he
the
speaking in?
Chinese.
Okay, I don't say anything. Yes, I could have put a point in linguistics
change-
and learned Jap or Chinese, but I didn't.
I mean,
You fool.
Where do I mess with
is that
my
what he
armor check
speaks in?
penalty on roll 20? Anybody know?
On roll 20, if you're on your equipment, and you go to the armor tab, I think you set it on that if you expand the piece of armor, and then you have to click the set armor button, and then that'll overwrite your current armor to be that armor.
Okay, when he introduces himself, I will speak in Mandarin and introduce myself. Probably the good old Western way. Wait, we're not Western, are we, in America? No.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah.
I
I
mean, you're
reach out for the
Western
handshake.
/ East, really far Eastern with regards to these guys.
Right. But the Westerns, like the term, the Westerns are the ones who greet with the handshakes and the smiles, so that's probably what I do. Yeah.
And he bows slightly, like a nod of the head sort of bow.
Oh, then I pull my hand back and I curtsy.
And he says, "You must be Captain Yang's friends, I suppose."
Yes, and I will greet him as well in his native tongue that I learned
Just the other day. Yeah. Me
just
too.
the other day, yes. With Matt.
You guys can set yourself to full health. You've had enough time since your last encounter.
I wanted to put a point in linguistics and learn Chinese, but I'd rather have what's-his-face teach me. The
Oh, man.
rich, cute guy.
Somebody mentioned that, I forgot.
I'm gonna zoom out a little bit here.
And he says, "I believe that's everybody. We shall set sail." And you guys are now on the boat, and you're traveling over to Japan.
Okay.
Great.
So let's have,
How big is my
Uh,
snake? Like, in, like, token size? How big is
Whoa. That's personal
in
information.
token size?
it? Yeah, like, creature
okay.
size, how big is it? Is it medium or is it large?
It's large.
It's large? Yeah. Alright, well, it's coming with me, so they
Where
better
is
be
your
okay with
snake?
this snake. I don't know, I left him over here, but who knows where he's gotten. Slanky, I call.
Yeah,
I
I'm
completely
trying to
forgot about the
find,
snake.
your snake.
I did too. I had a good excuse to forget because I wasn't here last session.
Oh yeah. Stuff happened.
Oh yeah,
charmed
what
the
happened,
snake.
Flo? You just sleep?
No, I wasn't asleep. Yeah, it was kind of like a family emergency thing came up.
Okay. Is everything okay?
Oh yeah,
Okay.
this was like 2 weeks ago, so yeah, it's all sorted out now. But
Sure.
Oh,
There's
he's adorable.
Slinky. Let's see.
What kind of stat block does he use?
I don't know. I gave it to you last time. It should be in chat.
Fuck.
open the chat logs. My roll 20.
Is it a
That's
wait, no,
lovely.
it's definitely not a constrictor. That would be way too high CR, I think. That's CR5.
It's the
Unless
CR5 snake.
Oh, is it? Is it the constrictor?
It might be. Let's see. I have to go
Oh, yeah.
look through my notes. Give me a couple
Yuan
minutes.
Yang. Yuan Yang.
The
It is
anaconda
an
constrictor snake?
It is a Cobra Emperor.
An emperor cobra? Okay.
Ooh.
Oh, that just makes it even cool. You know what's funny? I was looking at that as like you can summon that as like an alternative summon to Summon Monster 5. And I know that Summon Monster 5 is in Miranda's spellbook. I was like, I wonder if I learn the spell, Mantis would let me. Yeah, I can summon more of them. Except the ones I summon would probably be fiendish.
Yeah, but have them set up a flank with each other.
Yeah. And Slinky knows tricks. I taught him on the journey here.
Isaiah, go ahead and give me a D100.
Slinky knows
if I
heal,
can,
defend, and watch.
My roll 20's been not responding for a little while, and I'm just waiting for it to fucking start responding again. I might just have to open it in like another browser.
It's okay, I took care of it. I got a A+.
I can't tell because
You
my roll 20
did.
is still not responding.
That
rolled a
gets you
97.
something on my table.
I don't know if it's a good thing. In fact, I'm almost
Oh,
positive
it's good.
not.
A+, man. That's me. Straight A student.
So, sometime during the night, on one of these days in your first week at sea, yeah, let's get some perception checks. Something happened.
Yeah, I rolled a 3.
So,
Alright.
so we set sail. I didn't know we set sail.
You've set sail.
Okay, we set sail.
We're setting sail.
You've set sail.
I would then find a room that is not occupied, wherever, and begin my crafting and blah 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 blah. And every once in a while, I'll come out and, like, you know, take in everything. Learn, watch, observe.
Charlotte, you don't mind
Slanky
if the
doesn't
snake sleeps
accept
under
that.
Wait,
the
we've
bed?
Slanky needs
been on
this
this
whole bed.
boat before.
Oh, but I want him to be close to me.
You can sleep in the same room as Slanky, but Slanky gets the bed.
So is there an army on this boat? Is that what that is?
Yeah.
Yes.
I want to study the army
There are two
while I'm here.
squads of Chinese soldiers. Each squad has
I'm
about 10
studying the
people in
army.
it. Okay.
I just want to see how trained they are and what their like fighting style is and that kind of stuff. Just throughout my time on the boat, not necessarily like right now.
Zoe, you're sleeping through this, but
Sorry,
Hester
Charlotte.
and Charlotte, in the middle of the night, you start hearing gunfire on the boat.
I guess I would like look at Hester immediately after I wake up because she knows.
Like gunfire wakes you up in the middle of the night.
Yeah, she knows. She knows more about. Wait, why? I'm not sharing a bed with a snake. Whatever.
I had to choose between Mantis said that the snake got its own room, so I was like, do I stay with
No,
Charlotte or do
it
I
gets
go with
its
my
own
snake?
bed. Gets a big bed.
Maybe it sleeps on the floor.
Big snake, big bed.
I mean, if that's what.
Okay,
Mantis
then
is
if it's gonna get the
enforcing.
whole bed, then yeah, I could just sleep on the floor. Anyway, all right, so I guess I'll share the same room with Charlotte.
Yeah,
if
then
the
I
snake's
will
gonna
wake
have
up
the
and
bed, 'cause I need
respond
my-
by looking at you because I know you like know more about guns. I want to see how you react and respond to that.
Well, I guess I wake up at the start if I hear like the gunfire, and I look around and I say, "We're being attacked, aren't we?"
And then a few seconds later, you hear another volley of gunfire.
Oh shit. Do I hear screams or hustle?
Yeah, you hear some screams, and you hear like some stuff that it sounds like things are falling into the water. And
Okay.
you hear like
about
this
Rodney?
sort of loud roar. Rodney?
Then I cast
Yeah,
a
Rodney
spell,
hears this too.
and I put mage armor on myself after I crawl out of bed. And I hear a roar.
Yeah.
Hester, what do you do? I'm gonna.
What should we do?
Well, is there anything? Okay, I cast mage armor on myself. Is there anything you do when I like do that?
I'll be casting my own spell.
Okay, if I notice that you seem to be reacting too, I'm going to, after the mage armor, I'm going to cast invisibility on myself and on you.
Okay, sweet.
And we're in minutes
I'll put a heroism on
per
myself
level
too.
for now, so we got 10 minutes to go out there and figure it out.
Okay. And then I'll activate Greater Magic Weapon.
So I'm going to open the door. I'm invisible.
Okay.
And I'll go out.
And
both invisible.
you see General Wu Han and a squad of soldiers in formation. And you also see a number. Let me select these and bring them to the layer. A number of incapacitated, fishy-looking people.
That's a lot of them.
And you see the ends of... You see this thing retreating.
Oh, our dear friend.
Hey, it's one of those things.
Okay. Then I turn to Hester and, oh, nothing to worry about, I guess.
It seems like these people are much more advanced in their weaponry. They know it works. It's something to keep in mind. Alright, yeah, then I guess I go back to sleep.
Yeah. So unless somebody
Wait, hold
has
on.
seen
First, I have to
visibility,
go
they
to-
might not have known we did that.
I have to go to the room and make sure my snake is calm, because
Oh,
he
okay.
probably doesn't like the gunfire.
Yeah.
Okay,
At least the massive
give me a
amounts of
handle
gunfire.
animal check.
Yeah,
It takes a couple minutes, but you calm Slanky down.
poor thing. This poor giant cobra. And I go back to sleep.
Okay, would you like to ask the Arms of Man any questions?
Oh shit, where did we leave off on that stuff?
You have 2 questions for this week.
Wait. I'm all tangled up in my clothes here. Hold on. Let's see what I is. What do we want to know?
Well, where we should be going first.
I don't know how to ask that question, Hester. I've been trying.
Well, we know
to,
we're going to Japan.
I've been trying to get that information, but each time the answer just dodges me, and it's never a specific. It's always a generalist, and so because of that, I have no idea.
Well, we've got to keep we take whatever general answer it gives us, and then we keep using that to focus the next question.
Right, and that question is. Because I've already asked where
Well,
in
what
Japan,
do we know right now?
and I didn't even really get an answer out of that. I got something else. I can't remember what it was, but it was not what I wanted.
Well, how far away from Japan are we right now?
We can ask
A
if...
little over a week.
So, we knew that Rupert was on his way to Japan last time we checked. So I guess we can find out whether or not he arrived to his destination yet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This doesn't tell us where to go, though, does it?
But if we know if Rupert arrived at his destination, we can ask more questions about that. Sorry, this is how you troubleshoot. You start with one thing, move on. You know, you can't know the answer until you start with the first.
Is that the
thing.
question you want to ask?
I guess so,
Sure.
because yeah, I've already tried to ask where in Japan, and you keep dodging that. I think I've tried at least twice, but I never really got a specifics. So yeah, I want to find out.
Well, we could ask like, what is Rupert's destination?
I already asked that. And we got the fucking Silk Road, not where, like, he is actually going.
And that was a few months ago.
I mean, I wanted to know, I guess maybe it doesn't know where he's going, it only knows where he is, but, yeah.
You didn't ask where he's going last time. You asked where he was last time.
No, and there was another time that I have asked where in Japan the item was, and you dodged that one, and then, anyways, I've been trying, okay, people, so this is why I'm giving the reins to you guys. It's not even my item. If anybody else has a better way of trying to extrapolate this, I can't even say that word right, get this info, that'd be great.
I'm thinking.
Because, yeah, my notes are missing here. Missing info.
I mean, we could also just ask it, like, what should we do, like, to get closer to Rupert's destination?
So,
Yeah. All I have is east of
Japan-
Central Kingdom, and I don't know what that means.
yeah.
That means Japan.
Okay, then just Japan, okay.
The Central Kingdom is China. Japan is the land to the east of the Central Kingdom.
Oh, gotcha. But it's not Japan yet. They're calling it something else.
No, it's actually Japan, right?
Right.
It's just that's how the god described it or whatever.
You guys are smart enough to uncover that riddle.
Oh.
Ron had it immediately.
Okay, so we know Rupert also has the Stone Army, and I can only assume that he is still with the Stone Army, but there's a possibility that maybe he's not. So that is a possible side question, maybe, if you guys want to get that info. But yeah,
Oh, we also like got the info that somebody left a thing with somebody.
Yeah, Vincent no longer has the no, Vincent no longer has
The catalyst to the Staff of Nirvana.
right. The catalyst is
That's
Staff
what we
of
want,
Nirvana.
right?
Well, I mean, sure, we want them all, but Vincent stole it from us, so apparently he's doing it for somebody else, or he's trusting somebody else with it, and
We should go after that.
but it's no longer where it was, so that's a goose chase right now.
Well, I mean, we can use our divination to find it.
Yeah, but there's a motherfucking army right now of that used to be stone and no longer is, you know, marching over here. And as much as we know, Rupert's a bad guy and he has Rainy. So I think let's take care of that, and then we can worry about this Nirvana catalyst. And if it's on our path, then it's on our path. But I don't want to switch.
But
course.
Charlotte, what if the power from the Staff of Nirvana helps us overcome the challenge of the army?
Then maybe you can come up with a good question on how to get that. All I know, Hester, is that we're on a boat right now pointing towards Japan.
I would ask who possesses the catalyst for the Staff of Nirvana and how to find.
Do you think this thing would know that answer? I mean, it does give us like riddly stuff. It could be
Sure,
like a
maybe.
dude with a hat, and I don't know. There's lots.
I
of
mean, I
dudes
think we
with
should
hats.
ask.
Well, then we could ask, like, what does the dude with hat look like?
Okay. Well, we only have so many questions according to Mantis. So I don't know. Let's start with where. See, this is the thing is I don't know if it's gonna give us like the answer we want. So that's why I'm always hesitating to actually ask the question. So if you guys approve, then the question would be, where is Rupert? But I just don't know if we're gonna get the answer we're looking for.
Well, with so much time between us and our goal, then the answer is always going to be like vague and usually incomplete. We just have to keep asking questions.
Yeah, but he's not gonna let us ask every day. He's cutting it down.
Oh,
Yeah.
For the travel
To how
time, yeah,
much?
I'm cutting it down.
So we're losing out on a lot of potential information because of that. So that's why I'm trying to get like the best questions out of this.
I think he's cutting it down because we probably don't need that many questions to figure it out.
Yeah, but maybe we want to figure other things out once we figure that out, you know? I don't know. Anyways, is that what you guys want to do? Is where is Rupert, or has Rupert reached Japan? I don't know.
sure.
I think we'd rather know where the catalyst for the Staff of Nirvana is, don't we?
No.
Do we really care where
You wanna
he
ask
is
that question?
necessarily?
Where is Rupert?
I have an answer for that question.
The way you said that makes me think I don't want to ask it.
I've just typed it
Char-
out because I thought it was a basic
Charlotte
question.
asked a question.
Oh, what question did Charlotte ask?
Where is Rupert?
She asked, "Where is Rupert?"
Where is Rupert?
Rupert and Rainey.
It's like, where is Carmen Sandiego?
I mean, we'll get to the staff, Zerdurium. I feel like our current destination, because we're on an ocean right now, I think we need to focus on what we started. We can't just turn around and stop what we're doing right now.
How's it turning around? Isn't this the catalyst for the Staff of Nirvana? That's
We don't
The
know if
thing
it's
in
in
Japan.
Japan right now. It might not be anymore. We
yeah,
don't
but if it
know.
is, don't we want to find it?
Well, we will get to that, but I think our first questions should be focused on our current plant, and then when we get a satisfying answer, we can move on to that. I don't have a
Island
problem with
closest
that.
to the setting sun. So that's west. And the
See, this is what I
land
mean. I keep getting answers like this. This is why
of
I'm
the
like so
rising
hesitant
sun.
to ask.
The land of the rising sun, that's east.
I think it's saying that he's in Japan.
He's in Japan, right?
He's on the west island of Japan.
It's telling you what island specifically.
Yeah. It's pretty good.
I mean, I guess I'll write that down. We can do some knowledges, like if we know which island
And
that
then the
is.
next time we ask, what is the name of the island closest to the setting sun and the land of the rising sun?
Okay, ask that. Ask it.
Well, we just asked it the other.
That is the name of the island?
No, we can then ask it what is the name of the, or what does it look like, or
Okay,
how do we
Mantis.
get there?
Or we can like knowledge geographies and locals and talk to people.
We can also do that
Let's do that.
once we get to somewhere.
No, we're on a boat. We have people here. We can ask them. I'm gonna diplomacy around the boat with my Mandarin and practice, and when I'm not crafting, because I want to kind of break away from that every you know whatnot.
Yeah, you can do that.
And see if anybody like understands that reference of the land of the rising sun.
Rodney, do you have knowledge? Who has Mandarin and or Japanese as languages?
I have.
Me.
Okay, everybody who has those, give me knowledge geography.
Okay. Oh god, I might just pull it out of
Jesus,
my own
even
ass.
on a different browser, it's still fucking lagging out randomly on Roll20. I don't know why it has such an issue. Never had this problem, like, till like a month ago, I guess, is when it started, right? It's having for a while now. I have knowledge geography, but I can't roll it.
You could roll it IRL.
I can just tell you my modifier.
Yeah, what is it?
Plus 11.
I rolled your 2.
Nice.
Oh my god. I'm so good at this game.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see. Charlotte, Charlotte knows that the land of the rising sun is referring to Japan, and that the island closest to the setting sun is probably the westernmost island, which you believe is referred to as Kyushu.
How do you spell that?
Kyushu.
Okay.
It's actually a long, too long U sound, so Kyushu.
I guess this might be actually an excellent time. So that was 2 questions, right? If we do the third one, if the catalyst for the Staff of Nirvana is in Kyushu.
Well, that's a yes or no question we want to ask. Something that's not a yes or no question.
Well, I mean, what's wrong with asking a yes or no question? You might get an answer in a riddle, but...
No, this is your first question.
No, we asked 2 questions so far. Oh no, that's right. We knowledge geography. Okay, this is our second question then.
So do you want to ask that question? Or do you want to ask who
I want
has
to know
it?
who Yeah, I want to know who possesses the catalyst for it.
Who possesses the catalyst for the Staff of Nirvana artifact?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and ask that.
Where's a red hat? A man we've met before and believed to be evil.
Uh-oh. Okay, follow that up with I'm gonna ask, is the catalyst for the Staff of Nirvana with, or, okay, I'm gonna start, I wanna, in Kyushu. In Kyushu. Or near Kyushu. Near Kyushu, that'll be it. Or, okay, I'm asking yes or no's, but yeah, I don't care. I'm asking yes or no question, I'm gonna do it.
Well, it says yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I don't really need to know whether or not Rupert has it. We can assume that he does, but in case he doesn't,
I think that's a.
then
Is Rupert
I don't
red
really
hat
want to waste
guy?
a question
Information
on
to
it.
assume.
Okay, so we don't know for sure, but we're gonna go ahead and just assume that for now.
Maybe it's Dan.
But he didn't wear a red hat.
You don't know that. His hat was in black and white.
I saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah, it definitely
Maybe he
wasn't
now
red.
wears a red hat.
Maybe Rainey wears a red hat now.
But we didn't believe him to be evil.
What? Rupert? No, you're thinking of
No,
Vincent.
Dan.
Oh, Dan. Okay, I was gonna say, like, whoa. What? You weren't there. Very evil.
I should have just said a man in a red hat. Okay. Let's see. Hester, go ahead and give me a D100.
Alright.
We are well into week 2. Week 2 is stormy and rainy. It is July now, I believe.
Pluto, I give you your first crafted item. Pick one. It's now yours.
And sometime during the week, General Wuhan asks you to assemble with Yang Yang, sorry.
Alright.
And
Fine, we'll
he's
assemble.
going to give you your order.
Orders. I say in
Order.
English. I don't speak. I don't take orders.
And he's going to pull out a map.
Oh. Right. Okay. Top to bottom, right to left. Is that right?
Yeah, sure.
I totally know what it says.
And he directs your attention to these locations, and he says, our forces have captured these locations, and the invasion of the westernmost island is going smoothly. My scouting reports tell me that it seems like there's not unison in the forces on this island. There seems to be an east and west divide. What I want you to do, and he's talking mostly to Yang, is your orders are to take a squad and infiltrate 2 strategic castles and eliminate their leaders. Here and here. I believe that this will allow our army to get a strategic foothold on the Western Front and conquer them with ease. And it will drastically reduce the effectiveness of their ability to muster a response.
Do I know that's like okay? With my knowledge of geography, now that I'm looking at this map, like, do I know where I think we actually want to go as a group?
So, this is north is in like this-ish direction.
I can't
So it's
see. What are you talking
mostly
about?
north, south, east, west.
The red arrow?
Yeah.
Okay. So westernmost island would be like that bend.
And you know that this body is
either
known as
side.
Kyushu.
Oh. Is that where he's wanting us to go?
No.
Where does he want us to go? Which one again?
With these little
Here
symbols.
Those
and
symbols.
here.
Okay. Um. Okay, I'm going to diplomatize him, and I'm going to actually explain to him that we have an important side mission, perhaps that he wasn't briefed about it, and we actually are going to go to Kyushu without any of your men, but we'll take Yan because he's our leader.
Do we know where Kyushu is on this map?
Yeah.
So some of those camps.
That one.
Yeah, and the red squares are like the camps, I guess, that they have secured. So he might be somewhere in that unsecured area. But with this knowledge, we can probably ask more questions more directly, like where that army is. Whether or not it's with him now or still.
Okay.
But yeah, I'll try to during this meeting I'll try to like diplomatize him and explain to him that no, we have a different mission and he was not briefed on it and he won't be briefed on it.
And he shakes his head and he says, Lord Yang was very specific in his request. That he wants his son to be given a position to fight for honor. And I believe this is the most heroic assignment that we've been given that I have gotten to give out to any of my subordinates.
And we were on a mission before we ran into him, and his father entrusted us to make him a hero. And this is how we're going to make him a hero. Not your method, our method. And we have this mission to accomplish. So I am sorry. So he can either part from us, or he can come with us. But we are not going there.
And he says, very well. And he orders his men to supply up a life raft.
No, sir. You are going to take us to your guys' next stop, and we are going to part there.
He says, no, I'm in command here. You either follow my orders or you leave now.
I guess I'm going to look at my party and see what they want to do, because I'm not going to make a decision to be thrown off board over this.
I mean, I could try and fix this. It'll come down to a dice roll. but I can fix it.
Okay.
Um, I don't know. Like, I I want to stay with Yuan Yang because he's my BF,
See
future
ya.
BF. Um, I don't know. I also didn't really catch where are the two castles in relation to where we're trying to go. We're trying to go
He's
to the
trying to
West
send
Island.
us in battle somewhere else
But
that
he's
we
trying to send
don't
us
want to
where?
be, and we want to be somewhere totally different. I'm
Don't we
not
just wanna
equipped to
be,
be in a
like-
fight. I'm not a battle mage. I don't want to go to war. We had a mission and I plan to stick to it. And we've been blessed with this little young guy who dreams of being a soldier for his father.
So are we in like a small room talking about?
I don't know. There's a map, so maybe.
Yeah, you're in the captain's quarters with the general, Yang Yang, and a couple of the other soldiers.
Okay.
What looks to be actually you're in there with Jan's squad.
Oh,
Wait,
he has
I
a
don't-
squad too.
know if I understand this map because Japan is on the east of China, and we're supposed to go to the west. So it's the island with the big box, right? This is where we're trying to go.
No.
No.
That's the West Island, isn't that what the thing said?
No.
Okay, island closest to the setting sun. Sun sets in the west.
The map is kind of.
I don't understand because north should be to the right, right? Am I crazy here? Like,
It's not oriented like a normal map. Like,
It's not far off a normal map.
hey,
it's like
Yeah,
tilted.
Japan goes mostly up in like north south. The big island is north of the North Island is like directly north of the rest of the island. Okay. So that Okay, I guess I just don't know the shape of Japan, I guess.
Like, if you want to be technical
Yeah,
about
I got it
it,
now.
like
It's a Southwest Island,
these
but
guys
yeah, I got it now.
are farther west than this island,
Yeah, okay.
and they
I
are
understand. So-
islands,
yeah.
but they're part of this region.
And we know the region is called Kyushu.
Kyushu.
Yeah. Yeah, so Charlotte's trying to put a stand for where we've been intending on going this whole time, and he's trying to send us to war.
Well, he's letting us go on a lifeboat where we want to go.
Do you know how to? I mean, oh, maybe you do. Can you sail this lifeboat for
I-
us?
How to row a lifeboat? Yeah,
We're
it's not
only,
like we're
like,
that far off coast.
We're not even there yet. We still have like a
Wait,
less
how
than
far
a
away
week
are
to
we?
go.
I thought we were pretty close.
You're like 5 days
He
away.
said within the second week he calls us for a meeting.
Oh,
Exactly.
this is okay. I thought we were much closer because on the map.
Oh yeah,
Kyushu
I would have
looks-
totally
yeah, I
gotten
guess
on the
it's a
lifeboat
big-
and been like, "Gee, thanks."
I thought
you know?
I thought we were like an hour's row away, but I didn't realize. Yeah, okay.
I mean, this is
That's why I was confused why you're
fairly
making
to
such a big
scale.
deal about it. But yeah. Okay. So we have a long ways to go still.
Okay, Hester, patch it up.
Well, hold on.
Yeah.
First I need to convince him that Like, you know what? We'll stay on the we'll stay on the boat and on the course that you've set for us for now. Okay, and we'll um we'll go along with whatchamacallit. We'll go along with the plan. Just we need to stay on the boat for, for a few more days.
For our survival.
That's what I
Then
want
you'll
him to
follow
believe.
my orders.
Yes. And I'm obviously well, not obviously, but I have no intention to follow his orders.
Hopefully not obviously lying.
If I spoke
Give
Mandarin.
me give me a
Which I
bluff
don't.
check.
I don't
Hester.
actually though.
Maybe your body language backs it up. Certainly not mine. I'm
It's a good
closed
bluff
now.
from
I
Isaac.
probably have my arms crossed and I'm kind
Yeah,
of upset.
but I don't speak Mandarin, so I wouldn't be able.
I'm
to
sorry, but
actually
this guy
talk it.
rolled a nat 20. And he says, I don't believe you. Something was off in your delivery, Hester.
I tell him that I'm still learning Mandarin, and that it was my mistake. I tell him that we'll board the raft tomorrow. And that is the truth.
Very well. You have 12 hours. This is at nighttime. You have 12 hours to get your affairs in order, and then I'm sending you off on your raft.
And I nod my head.
And while they're talking, I'm gonna observe the shit out of that map and the placements of those islands specifically in that region. And then later tell Hester maybe if we get close enough we might be able to teleport the rest of the way.
I say maybe, but hold on. I need some of your help with tonight, because I still haven't given up on trying to get him to sail us closer.
Oh geez, what are you gonna do now?
I say, I want you to make me invisible, and then we're gonna go find his cabin. I'm gonna go teleport into his cabin with Dimension Door, and then I'm gonna charm him.
While invisible?
Well, that's to getting in, to making sure no one sees me.
Okay, and what if it fails?
She says, listen, Charlotte, you can't think of what if it failed.
Yes, you should, Hester.
You
Spoken
definitely
like
should.
someone who welcomes doubt.
Oh geez, Hester. I don't think we can survive on a raft. I mean, maybe, but I don't think we can.
Well, this is why I'm trying.
Oh, is there other options?
She says, unless you think you can get him to, park us closer with words or actions. I don't know of any other way to, sweeten this guy up other than, doing things for him, but I'd ask Zoe for that.
We could always just take over the boat. I could baleful polymorph him, and then we can just summon hordes of things to fight off the troops. And
Or we
stuff.
could convince him that the other island is a better strategic location.
Can you do that, Zoe?
We could try.
I don't know. What do I think about the strategic location of the West Island? You know.
You've had this translated to you, and from what he was telling you, it seems like if you cut off the supply routes, it will make conquering the West Island fairly simple for the Chinese army.
And that's what he wants us to do, is cut off the supply routes.
Yeah, he wants you to do covert operations and take out the leaders of the two castles that rule over these provinces.
And I didn't
problem
sign up
is-
to go to war.
I know that may be best for the war, but that's not best for what our objective is. I'm just talking to myself, not to anyone in the game.
Oh.
Out of character, yeah.
Right.
So
well,
he never talks to us.
This guy doesn't know what your objectives are, and he doesn't care.
Okay. I don't think I can convince him. I mean, his strategy is sound. If he wants to win this war, then cutting off these supply routes is one of the best ways.
Hester's plan is to get him alone.
If he wants to win this
and then
war, our
charm him.
best strategy is to find Rupert and get a hold of that artifact of order. Order? Chaos? I gotta flip pages. I always get those two confused. I think it's order.
Charlotte, go ahead and give
Order.
me an intelligence and a knowledge, knowledge history check.
I was gonna say, huh? Okay, history first because I'm here. And then, come on, brain. Meh. Still above average.
Okay, so, Charlotte, you know that China's called the Central Kingdom because they're fairly reflective, and they believe that they're like the height of the world. They're the center of the world.
Okay.
And you also know it's fairly unusual for them to go out conquering lands that are not like right near them or securing their borders.
Okay.
So why are they fighting Japan? Is that the question we're supposed to ask?
You also know what you've learned about order is that it was described as a builder of armies and empires.
Oh. I mean, you're basically trying to spoon feed that's the order thing that's causing this war. I just don't understand, like, that would have to be the person commanding the armies, right?
Rupert.
But he's not commanding this army, is he?
Yes, he's the one that
Is he
activated
that
the
influential?
artifact.
Are the soldiers on board? The soldiers on board with us aren't the, like,
oh wait, you're talking
army
about the
from
Chinese army that?
Yeah, the
Right.
Chinese,
Well,
like,
Mantis,
the army we're with right now.
You're talking about the actual Chinese army, so this other side army. Well, that is a question. Like whoever brought, I think you did, Zerdurium, is for a question is I mean, I still want to know where that stone army is, but that stone army might be the influence of why they're even doing this to begin with, which is what I believe personally. And because like they wouldn't be doing this without that, right? Or would they? You know,
Maybe.
like we don't know their reason.
I think that's what Mantis is trying to get at. I just don't understand how that influence caused, like, the entire Chinese army to be mobilized to fight. Like, that means that the person with the order, like, whoever has the order thing would have to be, like, the Emperor of China, or, you know, some very high general to command the army to influence
We could just
it
be
like
working
that, right?
with the person who does.
No. The order artifact
True.
Zerdurium, I mean, it probably is maybe like some sort of charm or whatnot for the army itself, but he activated stone army that is no longer stone. So there's a lot to that thing. And so the artifact itself is what's leading this. It has to be, which is why I still feel like we need to gung-ho for Rupert.
Yeah, I just thought that was outside the scope of it, maybe. but I don't know. I
Because
don't know.
if we take
Anything
that
works.
away, then the army is no longer, well, hopefully, no longer influenced.
The
or
the piece
however
that
it
I'm not
works.
connecting is how the order artifact thing is causing the entire Chinese army to go to war with Japan.
We don't know. We
Well,
haven't
let
been
me
able
see
to
if I
learn.
can explain it. Let me see if I can explain Secret's reasoning this way. Is that let's start first with the Stone Army has been turned into an actual army by
Right.
Rupert.
And started
Rupert,
crossing
let's
the
say Rupert then makes a deal with the Emperor of China saying, I can supply you with an army, you just have to go and invade this land for me. The Emperor of China says, okay, I will. And then Rupert stations somewhere where they've already taken camps in Kyushu and gets his agenda
Okay.
done, while the Emperor of China also gets what he wants using the Stone Army. But we don't know what he's going to do with the rest of that army, because remember, it's not the Emperor's, it's his.
Yeah,
Okay,
basically.
I could see that.
That's how I feel, so I'm not sure if all of that's accurate, but that's just the sense of what I'm getting here. And I feel like, well, we still have a few more questions, right? So I feel like if we can kind of like narrow down whether or not Rupert is in control over the Stone Army or if somebody else is, that would be, I think, useful info now.
Sure.
Or who has, or does Rupert still have?
I think
Actually, whoever has order is the one in control of the armies, I guess, or maybe not. Shit, maybe
I don't know
these
how it works.
guys are influenced.
I think it would be implied.
Shit, Hester, you might not be able to charm them if they're being influenced by this artifact.
Directly?
That's a
Maybe,
good
but I don't think
point.
they'd be directly in.
I don't know how this thing works.
There's only one way to find out.
You're not gonna do it tonight, are you? No.
I'm totally gonna do it.
Okay, I don't think I can like cast anything to help your DCs or anything. The only thing I can do is
I can do that myself.
give you the invisibility.
Just help me get in there. Without anybody seeing or detecting.
Do you want never mind.
I can give you greater invisibility, but it only lasts for 1 minute.
That, yeah, no.
But it would let you stay invisible after casting charms.
I mean, if you
so
popped in
there's
and
less-
out, yeah, that you could see if
downside,
it worked
yeah.
or not worked, I guess. That might be
So,
the
I mean,
better
let me know
option.
if you want. I'll give you greater invisibility. I have 2 level 4 spells I can cast per day, so I
Are
can
you
just do
backing
that.
this plan up now, Asaya?
I'm down for it.
I don't have any stake in this plan, so it doesn't matter to me.
Oh, I know what we can do. Let's just find a place on the boat, and I'll just cast Mage's Private Sanctum, and they just won't know. We're still on the boat.
Yeah.
That's actually not a bad idea.
Just become stowaways.
Yeah.
Like, alright, we're leaving. And then don't leave.
Yeah, do you think we can do it?
I mean, maybe. It depends, because, like, I don't know. Like, it depends on if they're like, I don't remember them leaving, and then they're like, they must still all be on the boat, and they just tear it apart looking for us. Like, I don't know.
They
that
still
could be
can't
bad,
find
but-
it, though, unless they have detect magic.
Unless they have some sort of magical, means of doing that. So, I don't know.
Because they can't hear...
If they don't have that, then it should work.
Yeah,
Yeah, they just go crazy. Like, what the?
I mean,
where
they
is
can
it?
find it, but they can't see inside it.
No, they'll walk right through it. Like, they won't bump into it or anything.
This spell
Well, I mean-
ensures privacy. Anyone looking into the area from the outside only sees a dark, foggy mass. Dark vision cannot penetrate it. No
Yeah,
sounds, no matter how loud, can escape the area, so nobody can eavesdrop from the outside.
Yeah, so
Those
they can walk
inside
through.
can see out normally.
It's
But
just a
theoretically,
dark,
they can
foggy
still-
mass.
Yeah, they might see it, be like, Like, they might look at it and be like, I don't want to do all that.
I don't
but
remember
that is-
that this was.
I don't remember that this was here.
Yeah. I mean, they might decide to just go and investigate it too, so who knows.
I mean,
They might
being on a
decide to
boat-
be like, well, fuck this, let's walk away. They might
Yeah.
not.
I just want to know if like, if he sleeps in a room by himself, and if there are any guards or something like in or around the room.
Oh my.
Give me a retroactive perception check. And roll me a d3.
Before you do this, if you do this, I will cast message on us.
So, you know
Doesn't go
that
through walls.
he doesn't, like, he usually has at least 2 guards outside of his chambers, and one on, like, inside his main room, but, like, right outside of his bedroom.
What a wimp.
So you're saying there's a guard inside of his bedchamber and outside?
3. No, not inside the bedchamber.
There's
He has,
one,
like, a waiting room.
there's one inside of his quarters, but not his bedchamber, and 2 outside of the quarters.
Yeah, so 3.
So inside the room where the literal bed is, it's just him.
empty. Yeah.
Right.
Okay, this will be easy.
Okay. Alright, yeah, I'll put message on all of us, so, like, if shit hits the fan, you know, we can message each other.
Well, not through walls, but
I'll just prepare the right spell.
As Hester and Charlotte are preparing
Plot.
for this, Yang Yang goes and he visits Zoe.
Okay.
Ooh.
Wait,
Exciting.
no, wait, is Zoe with us? Like, we can't have him seeing what we're doing here.
no, I think this is happening at the
Turn
same
him
time, I
away,
guess.
Zoe. Or go with him. Go, shoo Zoe.
No, just go and like do something romantic with him.
Yes, go
Of
off
course.
into the sunset.
Zoe, do you know man?
Nope.
No.
Only the little bit
Okay,
he
well I
taught me.
teach you how to say I love a man with big
Oh god.
balls.
I feel like Hester's just sabotaging this.
I totally am.
And Zoe, he seems really sad when he comes in, he visits you.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
And he's just saying stuff, and you can catch bits and pieces of it, but you're not exactly sure what he's saying.
I give him a hug,
Uh-oh.
cause that goes beyond all languages.
Right.
And go ahead and give me a sense motive.
He's sad.
This is going to determine whether or not you act in the surprise round.
Yeah, it will. No, it seems like he is like really sorry, and it seems like he's saying goodbyes or something, but like he doesn't really want to.
I just shake my head no, and hug him tighter, and just keep trying to indicate through body language that I don't want him to leave me.
Hester, you should totally
Uh,
send dirty messages through the message spell to Zoe now. I did cast that.
Alright.
Oh,
You have to be
God.
in line of sight for
Don't
that.
Oh darn.
I telepathically tell like Zoe, that like yeah, like maybe you should like rub down the small of his back just to increase the
Oh
like
my god.
levels of affection
let's
between
not.
them.
Let's
Make
not
him
go
really
down
miss
this
you.
route.
Aww.
Um,
Do a little hair
and
flick.
then like he starts saying something else. Go ahead and give me another sense motive.
I gotta throw
I
you
appreciate the
overboard
sense.
now.
He
Bye!
seems like a little bit depressed and anxious.
Do I
Like
think
he
he's
doesn't
about
think he can
to
do
leave?
things by himself.
Oh, he don't want to go to war either. Alone. Maybe, I don't know. I'm
Okay.
not there with you.
I'm trying to think how to communicate anything.
I'll be right back. I gotta warm up some dinner.
Okay.
I think Zoe thinks that he wants us to stay with him and help him with his mission. I just don't know
You're probably
how
correct.
to make that work. I
Yep,
mean, we
my
have
character goes
our
through the
job
same problem where there's like, it's like there's stuff that the character wants to do, but it's like at the same time he can't do it and still do what the party needs to do.
Yeah. I just am really sad, and that's all I do right now, unless he does something else. But to me it feels like we're saying goodbye.
Maybe.
But yeah, in terms of Hester's
Well, if you want him
plan,
to
I'll
stay with
cast-
us, there is a way to get him to stay with us, but we'd have to take him with us.
Yeah, I can't communicate that to him.
No, I think
Maybe
Hester's saying we can
if
mind
he's
control
done-
him. That's the solution to
he's-
all
Yeah.
the problems.
That
If he's-
is my solution to all problems.
That's like Hester's
It-
new like solution to everything after she lost Dan. She's just like, fine, I'll just
Yeah.
mind control everyone.
Then they'll never leave me. So I'm thinking, what if I take him to the rest of the party and we can try and figure out a way for him to come with us?
Sure, you should do that.
That's my plan.
Okay.
I don't think it's gonna work, but
So I bring him to who speaks Mandarin besides Rodney?
It's
Who are
me,
the-
Charlotte,
Like
and I think
everybody
Pluto,
now.
right?
everybody but me and you.
Oh,
yeah,
my
Rod-
god.
Okay, never mind, Pluto.
Okay.
It's Rodney, me, Charlotte, and yeah.
I mean, I can
So
understand
I'll
it if I
go
cast comprehend
to,
languages, which lasts for like 2 hours, but I can't speak it.
Charlotte and Hester's room, and I'll try and get him to go with me there, so they can translate.
He'll follow you.
Okay, and then I nod at him and nod at Hester and Charlotte and indicating, like, tell them what you told me or whatever. You know, if it's private stuff, don't tell them that, but, you know, he knows. He's not dumb.
And he tells you guys that he didn't really like you at first, but over the weeks and months, he's grown to really like you, and he was really hoping for your help with this, and he doesn't want to see you go. And he doesn't think he can do it by himself. He thinks it'll end up as a failure again.
Then come with us.
And he doesn't know, like,
Instead.
how to deal with that.
Yeah, come with us.
Just come with us instead. Disappear.
He shakes his head and he says, "No, I have to do this for my honor and my family."
I light a cigarette and I say, fuck honor.
Oh, God.
Not really, but
Well, I didn't sign up to go to war, and I am not fit to be in war. So I'm sorry, we are not fit. We are students, for Christ's sakes. Or was. I'm still a student. I haven't graduated yet, but...
I'm pretty sure you were kicked out. Asai is the only one who's still a student.
I can still go back to school. Until I graduate. You just gotta find a different school.
And he pleads with you and tries to persuade you to change your minds.
See, now, like, I want to
Who's
say
our
something
head?
out
To
of
Stone
character.
Army?
Matt is
sure, go
afraid
ahead.
that... I'm afraid that Mantis really wants us and needs us to do this because this is what he's prepared. And, like, what we're proposing is, like, completely going, like, off the rail.
No, Mantis knows the relocation thing. Just reskin your dungeon, move it elsewhere. He knows all about that.
I'm just doing what I think the character would do in...
I think...
I ask...
okay.
I think this guy's boned without you on his mission.
Alright. This
He could be
is-
boned with me off his mission.
This is our...
Get it?
problem.
Either way, he's boned.
Alright, this is our problem. We need a few more days to ask a few more questions to know exactly what we should do. And that is a possible question we can ask on whether or not this is the best strategic move in order to get to what we want. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. We don't know. So we still have the questions because we really didn't go through we only went through two.
You have a question for today.
And
We could ask if helping Yang Yang will help us defeat Rupert.
okay, and the pressing
good
matter
question.
is that we have 12 hours before we get kicked off this boat unless we follow his orders. So we need to
Oh, don't worry, I'm gonna fix it.
address and Hester, if that goes terribly awry, like I don't know, man. I guess we're taking that raft. So, yeah, so if we can maybe before you go and jump into his chamber. I switched to English to talk to Hester about like before
He knows English.
No, he doesn't.
No, he doesn't.
I thought he
Or
knows English,
no,
doesn't
Zoe
speak.
would be able to.
No,
talk
or else
to him.
I would be able to communicate with him if he did.
He doesn't know French.
I
either,
know
at
he
least.
doesn't.
Okay, so before you
He
go and
speaks
jump into
only Mandarin. Sorry, guys.
It's okay, lay it on me, girlfriend.
Maybe
You're trying to make my love difficult.
I look over at Zoe. Maybe Zoe can send him out of the room and come back, and we can use your thing to ask a question.
Alright. Yeah, I'll ask Zoe then, like, just, I tell her how to tell him, like, come with me,
Wait here.
don't worry.
But you need me.
And I tell Zoe we just need him out of the room for a little bit.
Send him
Like
to your
10
bedroom.
minutes.
But you need me.
Sit him down on the bed and say, "Wait here."
Okay, I'll do that.
Ooh. I like waggle my
Oh,
eyes at
God.
Charlotte.
Oh God.
He does that.
Yeah,
He's not really
I
sure
Answer
why.
muses aloud in common.
say we
You know,
need
like,
we need a minute to figure out what to do. We're considering
wouldn't
what
that
he's
be
asking
so
of us.
romantic? For them to like share a night together.
Oh no.
Oh dear.
No. All right, and then when Zoe comes back, yeah, we got a question that we can ask.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just definitely don't tell him that your last man was like dead for who knows how long.
So what's the question?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to mess this one up.
Will helping
Let's just ask it very like straight.
Yuan
Will
Yang
helping-
help
yeah.
us achieve our
Defeat Rupert.
goal?
Well, yeah. So
I don't know if our goal is actually to defeat Rupert or just get the crap before he gets it.
No,
We
our
don't have to
goal is to
actually
get
fight him, I think.
control over these artifacts that people are
Right,
haphazardly
which-
using.
Yeah.
Well, we could say that it's against Rupert, right?
I think we should just ask if it would help us, obtain the Staff of Nirvana or something like that.
No, that's not our agenda right now.
Wait, how's that not our agenda?
The Staff of Nirvana
We
is not
went to
our
Japan for
prime-
it.
No, we went to Japan to
That's
follow
why we're in
Rupert.
Japan. No, we went to Japan because the Staff of Nirvana's here. I mean, and because he's going after it, but we're going after the Staff of Nirvana, not necessarily after him.
Okay, let me point out some facts to you because there's a lot of gray areas still, Zerdurium. So let me just point some facts out to you that we learned last session. We know that Vincent found the Staff of Nirvana already. And we know that Vincent no longer has it. And we know that Vincent is not in Japan. So, it is possible.
I do not believe that's the case.
Yeah, I
You told
thought
me
he
that.
was
I
on
have
the
it all
West
written
Island.
down.
I said the catalyst for the Staff of Nirvana.
Yeah, he has the catalyst. He doesn't have the Staff of Nirvana, right? That's what I thought.
I asked a
I think
question
Rupert
for
and the
you
Staff of
last
Nirvana are
time
on the West
if
Island.
he found the Staff of Nirvana, and you said yes. And then I had asked the question.
Where was... I do not
if the
remember...
Staff of Nirvana had been activated, and you said no. And then there was another question where we had asked if Rupert still has the catalyst for the
You
Staff of
asked
Nirvana. And you
if
said no.
Order had been activated, and I said yes.
That was a
I
question
never
as
said
well.
the Staff of Nirvana had been activated.
No, there were many questions. You gave us tons. Like, I wrote all this down. I'm not lying.
I know. If I told you the Staff of Nirvana was activated, I made an oopsie.
I asked if it was, and you said it wasn't. But then later, I had asked if Vincent still had the catalyst. Or I had asked if Vincent was still in Japan, and you said no, and if Vincent still had the catalyst, and you said no. So what the gray area is that I don't know if Vincent took the Staff of Nirvana, which we knew he had, somewhere else, and then, so that's what I'm saying is I just don't want to assume anything, and I know everybody else is, but my character is not assuming anything right now. So, I don't know. I wrote all this stuff down last session.
You've had enough time. I'm going to clear up I'm going to give you some information.
Okay.
I'm going to straight out tell you, because I think it's going to clear up some misunderstandings that I didn't intend to have happen. The Staff of Nirvana was not found by Vincent.
Okay. So Vincent then
Just has the
handed
catalyst to the
over
orb
the
thing.
catalyst to somebody else. So he delivered.
An evil man in a red hat.
Well, we weren't given that information, but now we are.
No, we were.
No,
in
you
this
were.
session.
Yeah, we got that from the divination from yesterday. Or from the last time.
Oh.
And we assume it's Rupert. Because he is the only red hat in the whole fucking world.
Okay, and we know Rupert is on this western island because we already asked that.
Correct.
Yeah. So I don't. Yeah, I guess. Cross these out. Okay. Then, yeah, I guess that's the only question that we could potentially ask is if what will
My question was, will helping Yuan Yang get us or help us
I want
get the Staff of Nirvana.
I want like a bigger answer than that. Like, what is the best way to get to Rupert?
Ask or not, yes or no, sure.
That's fine.
But
That is a
we
question.
don't care about getting to Rupert because Rupert doesn't have the catalyst for the Staff of Nirvana, and we're in Japan going after the
Rupert's
Staff
the one
of
with
Nirvana.
the red hat.
Oh, Rupert?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
thinking of the other guy. Never mind. Okay.
Vincent's
I was thinking of Vincent. Sorry. I cannot get those two
Vincent is
straight. I don't know
William
why.
Dafoe, and Rupert was like
I don't know who that is.
that anime character.
I don't know who that is. William whatever.
He's like a blonde dude with a
Anyway.
red hat and a grin.
You've
Yeah.
seen Spider-Man,
Yeah,
right?
Rupert?
He's
That's
that-
Red Hat guy. Okay, so it's Red Hat guy
Rupert,
and
Rupert is the anime guy from fucking
I don't know about the anime, but-
Karna Kyokai or whatever.
he looks like Carmen in San Diego.
Vincent.
Or where in the world is Carmen San Diego?
Right.
Okay, so Carmen San
Very
Diego
similar.
is here.
Very similar.
We just haven't seen them very
The
much.
same person.
And they're both
Almost.
bad guys, okay?
They,
You
I
know
think
what?
they are both.
They're identical
But I think
twins.
but I think they're bad guys that aren't necessarily like allies. And I think they have different agendas. But yes,
That's what I thought, but why did he hand off the catalyst to the other one then?
Oh,
Bad
did
guys
he?
can still
I
work
missed
together.
that. Maybe they are
Right?
working
Because
together then.
that's what we heard, is that
Oh, okay.
Rupert
I must have
had...
missed that. That must have been last session.
Or, I don't remember.
That was-
Vincent had the catalyst and then handed it off to Rupert, who has the red hat.
Yeah.
We found that out this session. Assuming that that's the red hat guy.
But I mean, we can
So it
ask,
seems like they
what's the
are
best way to
working
get to
together.
Rupert? And maybe the forces that be will make things a little clearer for us, because it is supposed to be helpful information. So if Mantis would prefer us to go help Yan Yang, then this would be the opportunity
I
to
would
do it. And everything
still
becomes
rather get the Staff of Nirvana, not get the catalyst.
But the catalyst is the staff.
No, it's not. The catalyst activates the staff. But if we have the staff, he can't do anything with the catalyst without going to us first, and then he has to come to us.
The
You could
item can
wish
be
on
anything.
The catalyst helps you find it is the problem. So it's very
Yeah.
unlikely we'd be able to find it first.
True.
Like,
That's
if you
a
remember,
good
every
point.
single one we've gotten, we've activated
They
it. And it just
glowed.
gave you like a glowing path or whatever. to take you to
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, either way, even if we say what's the best way to get the Staff of Nirvana, and then holy powers that be say, you know, oh, well, it's through the catalyst, then it would still tell us what's the best way to get to the catalyst, right? Like,
Oh, I'm
it's
sorry,
a...
Ron.
Oh, we lost Ron.
So do we want
He's
to
red.
ask where is, or no, I mean, we know Rupert has it, so where is Rupert? Where can we find, what is the
it's-
best way to get to Rupert?
I'd like to ask about the staff, about getting to the staff, because I think that if there's a good way to get to the staff that doesn't involve the catalyst, this would tell us. And if not, then it
But
would
we
be equivalent
need
to
the
asking
catalyst
about how to get to the
activate
catalyst.
the staff, so what's the point?
And he needs the staff for the catalyst to be useful.
So you want to burden
I just
him?
think that I think we're just asking for the end result rather than what we think is the best way to get to the end result. I think it probably is. I think it'll probably be the same answer either way.
I mean, I don't know how many questions.
But I
we
think mine
ask,
might be
Or
better.
we can ask, so ask away, and then if
I
we have
think it's
more
going to end up being the
questions,
same
then
thing.
We'll move on.
I think first question is, what is the best way to get the Staff of Nirvana?
What is the best way to get the Staff of Nirvana?
Yeah, the way you rephrase that makes me question whether or not I should have asked that now.
No,
You
I
seem
just want-
surprised.
I just want.
that's-
Can you
that's
just type
the
that out
question.
so I can type an answer that's specifically to that question? I don't want to give you an answer to like, where is the Staff of Nirvana?
Even though that's what we want to know.
I mean, we kind of want to know, like, whether or not we want to help Yang Yang in this question.
I think we only want to know where
that's
it is
basically
if
the question,
we're trying to get it
Right.
before him.
Like, should we help him?
Well,
Maybe we could just
no.
ask that.
I want bigger answers. That's a petty question. I want bigger.
Where do the railroad tracks lead? Is that a good question?
This is not railroaded.
I'm completely joking.
Which is why this is a little bit of a hard answer. Let's see. Joan of Arc wants to help you, so I'll give you some helpful information.
She's probably, like, rolling in her grave or, like, clutching her head wherever she is right now, if she wants to help. She's like, how do I help these guys? I have a feeling that, like, if we complete this campaign, that by the end of it, Hester is going to be a character that I love to hate.
What?
I think that, like, given this, like, path that she's on, that, like, she's going to undoubtedly be evil.
Oh. Okay. We'll see.
Unless something changes.
Oh, man.
But I mean, she's still friends with everybody.
Right.
Especially Charlotte. You and me are best.
Yeah, until you, like...
And she
actually
also has
fire
a
again.
fond appreciation for... She also has a fond appreciation for Isaiah and Rodney. Because we've been traveling together, and Isaiah has been very resourceful, and Rodney has been very brave.
You know when you're, like, in
She
school...
appreciates...
And you have, like, a group of
Yeah.
friends, and there's always that guy where nobody really knows why he's there, but they're just there as part of the group every day.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
I think that's how Charlotte kind of thinks of Rodney, because he doesn't really, like, do much in her eyes to stand out, but, like, she kind of needs him, so he's kind of, like, just that extra guy.
I think so, yeah. Like, that's how... It was easy to see him as that, but, like, when he stepped up to the dragon, like, that was pretty impressive.
I always
Yeah.
just hope that
We
Ron
need him.
is
Sorry, I
one of
made
those
an
players
oopsies in
that-
my English.
that just likes you know, that's having
Let
fun
me
just
let
being
me
a spectator, practically.
ignore this. I need to make an edit to one
Yeah,
of
I
these
think
sentences.
so.
But it's always really hard to tell. I'm always like worried, like, is Ron having fun? I don't know. Like, sometimes he...
I think
don't know,
he is.
sometimes
Otherwise,
If he
wouldn't
wasn't
be
is,
having
right?
fun, he wouldn't keep playing.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, so I think he is, but it's just like, yeah, it's... Like,
He's
I don't know.
more
I mean,
interested in like the building characters and getting cool like things to happen in combat than playing out the social stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I steal from. I
If he watches the
I
VOD, he'll
missed.
hear us discussing this and he can enlighten us himself.
So Joan of Arc says to you, forge alliances so that you have an army that can fight the army of order and defeat or steal from the man who holds the catalyst for the Staff of Nirvana. The exact location of the Staff of Nirvana seems to be blocked from my knowledge.
That was a lot of info. Okay,
Okay.
steal?
So we should forge an alliance with the Japanese army to fight the Chinese army, right? That may be completely wrong from what Mantis is trying to tell us, but that's what I'm getting out of it.
Maybe he's trying to tell us the opposite. I don't know.
Okay, wait. So we need to either switch sides or steal this shit.
Right.
Okay. I vote Baleful Polymorph Fireball this boat, take it over.
Oh man, are we going with that plan? Are we changing the plan?
That's my vote. We're hoping, right?
I mean, that actually kind of works, but I don't know what Yuan Yang's gonna think of it.
Probably won't like.
He wants to win honor in battle. I don't think betraying his country is a good way to earn that honor.
His country is going to war for why? Why are they going to war? What do they want?
I mean, we could just kidnap him. There's no honor or no loss of honor in being kidnapped.
Is there honor in pointless war? I mean, do we even know why we're involved in this? It's a war. What's the purpose? What are they fighting for?
I don't know.
Well, that's like the thing Isaiah feels like, and maybe he'd even explain is like I'm like if we want to go with him, that's fine. But I'm like I don't really care if his mission is successful or not, honestly, because I don't have any real stake in this. Like in the like I don't know. Maybe this is on the way where we're going anyway, but.
I feel like if he comes with us and our mission becomes successful, then that will become successful to the family. Once this is all
Probably.
said
Yeah,
and
but
done.
they're provincial. So, like, our way of doing things is definitely not going to be what they think is right.
I don't know. I mean, Isaiah even will say like it doesn't really matter to me. Like, I don't know. I guess he's been, a decent enough companion, like, traveling with him, but still. When it comes down to it, I'm not that concerned about it, about his, whether or not he's successful or not.
Yeah.
I'll buy Willem Dafoe.
Well, we still have that pressing matter of being kicked off this boat.
We're gonna fix that one way or another.
I think we have to take over this boat either way, no matter what we do.
We're not getting kicked off the boat. That's not gonna happen.
Yeah, I think we have to take it over. If we can't convince the guy.
I mean, let's let Hester try her charm thing, and if shit hits the fan, then we know what we're doing. We're taking over the boat. If shit doesn't hit the fan, then we'll see what's next, I guess. But one thing that you might be able to do is, if your charm does work, is maybe like get some more information about like the purpose of this war. Like, why are they doing this? Are they trying to take over the land? Or, like, does anybody really know what's going on here? Who started it? We probably did.
I'm
Tell
gonna
me.
pull up some tokens for some guards. Let's see.
Are there really horses and pigs and stuff? Probably. They need food.
This, I wasn't expecting this, so we're just gonna use this token and, let's see.
The DM never expects this.
One thing
No,
you
this
will
was all a
always
plan.
One thing you'll always learn is that if players get backed into the corners, they will find ways to not be in that corner.
If you have an enchanter in your game, expect the players to manipulate the NPCs into getting to do whatever they want them to
Oh,
do.
well, I'm not an enchanter, but yeah, maybe.
So there's your guards.
Okay. And the room I want to get in is that guy's room.
Yeah.
Okay, well, my plan here is I'm gonna ask Charlotte or Isaiah to give me like the invisibility. I'm gonna dimension door into his room.
Okay, I think Isaiah should give you the greater invisibility. That way you
Yeah,
can
I'll do greater
maybe
visibility.
sense a little bit of his, like, whether or not it worked before, like,
Yep,
it's
it lasts for 10 rounds, so 1 minute. Because it's greater invisibility. I suppose we could also give you regular invisibility.
Do you have
like,
major armor
once greater
on,
invisibility wears
or-
off the other one. Like, assuming, but the thing is, if you cast charm, I think it's gonna break your regular invisibility anyway. So yeah,
Yeah,
greater
well.
invisibility for 1 minute. So
Do you have major
that way, you,
armor?
even
I
if
don't
it
have
You also
major
know
fails,
armor on
that-
right now.
I can put
There's
major
like
armor
a
on
squad
these.
that's doing things on deck, and there's a squad below deck resting.
Sure.
And like, while
So,
she does this, like as soon as she like poofs away, I will cast Arcane Eye and send it like out towards that door and like observe the guards.
So on the first
So,
round, I want to cast dimension door.
go ahead and, since we're in rounds, okay. Round one,
So on
you
round
cast
one, I
Dimension
want
Door.
a dimension door in there. And I see him.
Round two. You
yeah,
see
he's
him.
like gigantic. Look at that. He's taking
Okay.
up like 6 squares.
He's sprawled out all over the bed. Sorry, I didn't crop his token.
In his armor.
He's not actually that
because-
big.
On round two, I'm gonna cast Ill Omen.
Holy shit, guys! I have a great sword that I could sell this guy.
Oh.
What are the schools of
Why didn't you? Ill Omen, I think that is necromancy. Wait,
Yeah.
no? Yeah.
That's enchantment.
Oh.
Roll me a caster level check.
It's in.
It's in there. It's at 19. Is that actually? Oh, it is because you have a Lankin gunslinger. Forgot.
Right. Although I'm not sure if it's. I do have.
You notice your ill omen seems to fizzle.
Okay.
Oh man, it's got the spell resistance.
Spell resistance.
Hmm.
How does it have spell resistance?
Hmm.
Maybe he is a draft.
This is the bad
Well,
I was talking about.
I don't think that it's taking into account I have that one trait called magical knack or something like that that treats me as if I were up to 2 caster levels higher
Oh.
if I have other classes.
So maybe it should be one higher than that then.
So it should be 20.
It still
if
seems
that
to
makes a
fizzle.
difference.
Oh my god. This Got high, SR.
Don't worry, it just means it's a lower chance.
Yeah.
So what I'm gonna do next on round 3, I think, is what it is
Yep.
I'm gonna hit him with evil,
Okay.
and I'm gonna have it lower his saves by 4.
Okay. So for 1 round, he has lower saves by 4.
Okay.
Wait, you can evil eye
So
things when you're
then
invisible?
on this next round, yeah, they don't have to see me.
That's so weird.
I mean, it's my glare
It's almost
affecting
like a
their mind.
gaze, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So then I'm gonna cast
Round 4.
whatchamacallit, dominate person.
Okay. This is at a -4. Make
I rolled a 1
me
on the
a
caster
caster
level
level check.
It's in there, but I failed it. It's
Yeah.
an
It
11.
fizzles.
Okay, well then I'm gonna try it again because I prepared 2.
You do the evil eye thing again.
I can't hit him with evil eye again
Aw, damn.
Why not?
Well, you can.
because it's
You can just put a different stat on them. Something else.
Yeah.
right.
No,
but
Evil Eye
it's not
isn't
gonna-
once per 24 hours. Evil Eye you can renew.
You sure?
Yeah, it's the only witch
Uh,
hex.
What it says, as long as you apply... Yeah, you can apply the same hex penalty to a target, just resets the duration of the most recent use
Oh,
of the
okay.
hex.
All right, well then I'll do that again on this next round, and that's round what 5?
5.
Okay. Then, yeah, I'll
It
give
looks
him-
like he has this for how many rounds? He failed
It's
his
gonna be
save.
9
Okay.
because the hex doesn't take into account my whatchamacallit, my trait. It's just for spell. Okay, now I'm gonna try dominate person again. 22 cast level check. That's above. That's more than halfway above. That's a 12 on the die.
So
Is that what
you notice something this time. This time when the spell fizzles again, but it seems like there's some sort of stronger enchantment on him that is forcing you're not powerful enough to get through it with this casting of dominate person.
So I'm around 6.
Dispel him.
You have a move action left on round 6. Yes.
That's weird. Okay, then I'm gonna start casting whatchamacallit. Detect magic
Okay.
on.
This is
So
the beginning
first
of
round I
round
detect
7.
magic.
Yeah.
Second round I'm gonna get the, what is it? Is it the
Number.
power or the location?
Number
number
and
board?
power.
Number and power. Okay. How many auras of magic and what are their power?
1 strong.
Okay, then third round location.
Strength and location, I guess.
So this is round 9.
Yeah.
It's on him. And go ahead and roll me Knowledge Arcana.
Okay.
Oh.
I'm going to give you some circumstance bonuses here. You think
Okay.
he's being affected by an enchantment spell or effect.
Okay.
Aha.
Right.
Something that prevents me from not being able to hit him with stuff?
No, he might be already dominated.
I mean, that's a possibility.
I think that's what's going on. Is I think that that artifact has these leaders dominated. I don't know if the crews are dominated, but I'm pretty sure the leaders are dominated or heavily influenced by that artifact.
You're around before you become uninvisible.
Uh-oh. Time
Yeah,
to go
normally
away.
What do you do?
normally if there's like another domination effect or something like that, yeah, you end up having to do like opposed charisma checks or something.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh. If there's rules to that, then
That's how it normally works.
Yeah, that's how it actually works.
maybe that's not what's going on because you didn't have to do that, right?
Well, I think it's I haven't
Oh, you
actually gotten the
frizz-
spell to succeed
From
against
the
spell
SR?
resistance, and I don't know what he's
Oh.
getting.
No, but if there's an enchantment on there, it means even if you had hit it, there's a chance you wouldn't have been able to.
Okay,
I'm
so
doing
you
it
were
as
probably just
opposed
spamming.
caster level checks. I'll just tell you guys this now.
Oh,
I didn't know what the rules were, so that's what I did off the top of my head.
Okay, so
Okay.
I'm partly right at least. I feel like okay.
Okay.
Yeah, he's under control.
I tried to describe that to Hester. It seems like
So then I'm going to dimension door back to my room with Charlotte, and I'm gonna tell her what I know or think I learned.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Hey, I'm there too, because remember I cast greater
Oh, yeah,
visibility on
yeah.
you.
Oh,
So
okay,
it's
yeah,
with
I'll
us.
tell you guys that.
I'm sure Rodney's with us as well at this point.
Rodney's caught a bad case of whooping cough, and he's consoling himself with the snake.
Oh, okay. Well,
Oh yeah, he
that's-
hasn't come
that's
back. Where
fine.
is Ron?
He had to go to bed. He's sick or tired.
Oh,
Sick and tired.
okay.
He's sick and tired of us.
Well, anyways, yeah, I tell you that. So I tell him that. Well, okay, so we gotta change our plan.
Well, I mean,
Uh,
I think our
Alright.
only plan really is how to stay on this boat because I know that we are not going to survive on those life rafts. So how to do that, I don't know. Other than take it over.
Well, we
Yeah,
either
there's
have to
scary
convince
fishmen
him
out
that
at sea.
we're gonna stay on the course of the track and like help him, or we overpower them.
mutiny and take over the ship.
I mean, I can prepare after we rest baleful polymorph. And I'll have how many casts of that?
Wait, what? You want to turn the general into like a sheep or something?
Yeah. Like I guess the real question is whether or not the army is also like under this enchantment. And if they're not, then maybe we can, well, I don't know. Maybe we can I don't know how. I don't think we can convince
Well,
them
the
not
fact
to
that
do what they're doing.
the fact
But if-
that he's enchanted raises questions.
But if he suddenly
So-
disappears, you know, and I turn him into a rat and it's just a rat on the boat, nobody's gonna really know. But if he suddenly disappears, what is the crew gonna do, you know? And maybe it'll
Then turn to Yuan Yang, maybe. That's our best hope.
maybe.
Yeah, probably not though. There's probably like an actual chain of command.
Do we
Yeah.
know that if there is on this boat?
I mean,
I
maybe
certainly
all we need to
don't.
do is break this dominate that's on him. I don't know how you do that, but
I mean, we can try. I might be able to suppress
By
it.
distilling.
But I don't. That's an artifact. That's powerful. I'm not sure if I'm strong enough.
Well, I mean, we could assume that it's an artifact that's doing it.
Well,
And
I
I mean,
can
it might be.
baleful polymorph 3 times a day, so I can maybe knock out 1 to 3 people potentially.
Well, for baleful polymorphing him, then I think we have to assume that the rest of the ship is going to oppose it, and that they're not going to be swayed by our words.
But Like, what happens? Okay, yeah, I don't know. I don't have a whole lot of options other than blow them up acid pits on a boat. I can do that. I can fireballs. I can confusions.
You want to set your boat on fire?
No, not really, but I can do it. But as for taking on a large group of people, I can't really do that. But if we can somehow disable major players, I don't know. Maybe what Zoe said, like maybe we can get Yon Yin to step up.
Well, that would be the other choice, is that we convince him that we are willing to go along with that option when we support Yanya.
And okay, we've been on this boat long enough. Do we know how many like higher ups there are on this boat?
It seems like there's a few advisors that the general has, and Yang Yang is like he's a captain of a squad.
So like 3?
Yeah. If you want to include Yang, there's like 3 other people plus Yang Yang.
Okay, 4. And the squads are like, 15, 20 people or
10 or 11 people in a squad.
oh, so a dozen. Okay.
Yeah, so there's 3 dozen soldiers.
4 dozen because we have Yan Ying's, but he has influence over his own group though. And if he's on board, we're good.
No. There's 2 squads on this boat. And like 3 advisors to
To the captain.
to the general.
General, right. So there's 2 dozen soldiers, Yan Yang, 3
Yes.
advisors, and then the general.
Yes.
Okay. So then, I mean, if we're gonna fight, then we just have to have enough to overpower that many people.
Can we try avoiding fighting and then fight if we have to?
I would like to try and avoid fighting. So, I mean, that leaves us with the option of we support Yan Yang and convince the general that we're gonna go and like help make him victorious.
Wait, you want
That
to
has the best
first
chance of
get
working, I
Yang
think.
Yang? Wait, what?
No, we convince the general that we are going to help Yan Yang, and that should keep us on the boat.
Right, but do we know if they're gonna stop? We could just teleport off the boat once we see land. I'll just be like, "Boop, teleport or dim door, whatever. Yeah, we'll just do that.
So we're leaving.
Well, once
I mean, do you remember what Yang Yang's mission is?
It's to go and get rid of 2 dudes.
Yeah.
Right. And the whatchamacallit, the divination told us that to get like as many allies as we can, so we have an army to fight the other army. And having Yan Yang and his men on our side would help us. So that's a point towards that case.
But I don't want to go to those 2 dudes. But if we want to go there and then like do a turnaround on them and then fight against them, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to fight in a war.
Let's see. Secret. Charlotte and or Hester. Whoever speaks Japanese, give me a knowledge geography.
Okay.
Sure.
I can do that.
Damn. One of my only knowledge is I can't even use it.
Oh, thank you, Hester.
Esther, you know that these blue locations are centers of power and perhaps government for Japan.
Okay. So I mean, if we wanted to help Yang, these would be places to go to and overthrow. I think that's why I'm getting the information.
I mean,
You can make of that information what you want.
yeah, no, that's not. That's
I'm just
not
trying to
what
figure
I'm
out why I have that information.
I don't know. It's nice info to have, though. So those are kind of like capitals or big governmental or military hotspots. Yeah, we already asked our question. It hasn't rolled over to a new day because we're just so confused.
Well, I mean, we just have to make a choice.
I don't think we can steal it from Rupert, so that's definitely a problem. And so I'm kind of leaning on this, like, siding with Japan. And the only way I can think of doing that is taking over this boat and reducing the numbers here and hijacking this boat and, yeah, trying to convince Yang to somehow lead whoever survives this ordeal.
Well, that would mean that we tell Yang to defect against China.
Yeah.
Yeah, good luck with that.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
Can we talk? I mean, maybe we should talk to him about what he knows about this war and why it's happening, and how
Sure.
he feels about it.
Okay. Back to talking to Yang.
I'll ask him that. I'll be like, "Do you know why you guys are at war?"
You go and you get Yang. He was patiently waiting. You're all having a party in Charlotte and Hester's room.
We all look concerned. This is not a party.
This is a concerned party.
Rodney's coughing in a corner.
Everyone looks super concerned.
Yeah.
Blow the whistle.
And you ask him that question. He doesn't know why they're going to war, but he wants a chance to regain honor with his father.
So your father...
And prove himself to his father.
Your father did not tell you anything?
It's the Emperor's orders. The Emperor's orders are absolute.
What if the Emperor was sending you guys to war for really bad reasons? How do you feel about that?
Oh shit. That's blasphemy.
Those are treasonous thoughts. I don't think like that.
But what if it was true?
You're trying to make him commit a thought crime.
You're trying to make me commit a thought crime.
God damn it, Hester.
If he's just pantomiming what I say, then I'm saying Hester is really cool.
Perfect.
Oh, man. Okay, well, he doesn't... You know what? Like, who cares about his honor, right?
I do.
Oh.
I cares.
I was gonna say.
Who cares about his honor?
I can't babysit this guy. I mean, I don't have any spells to find out anything.
You know, I'd offer to dominate him, but I
He
used all
he
mine
he
up.
rubs his temples a little bit and he says, "You've got to be telling me this for a reason. I'm stupid, but I'm not that stupid."
I tell Charlotte and the rest of the group, I tell him that we could tell him the whole story.
Okay.
And then he might
What
understand.
have you told him? Have you not been trying to tell him the whole story this whole time?
I respond
Be
back
honest
to
with him.
and I say,
He's a smart guy.
Jan, nobody thinks you're stupid. There's just things beyond the normal mind's comprehension, and this is one of those. And I don't know how to, like, share this information without making it sound very strange.
Oh, his father thinks he's dumb.
Alright, Jan.
You know, Hester almost wants to, like, make him, like... Hester wants him to almost become, like, you know, a defector and treasonous just so that she can support, like, his angst against his father.
Okay, I hear what Zoe's saying.
That would be satisfying for her.
With her concerns about the truth, and then I'm just like, okay.
I'm just like, I could take the truth. He can take it too. I know it.
I ask Jan if he knows about magic.
Oh god, that okay.
Well, this is the first step.
I guess it's probably.
I
Not where
don't know
would've
anything
started.
about magic, but things seem to be awfully strange recently, and it
Well, watch this.
Oh, god.
including your friend's sudden friendship with a slithery creature she calls Slanky.
Well,
Also, the sudden sickness of our companion Rodney.
so it
Oh, yeah.
seems like you are in acceptance and aware that magic exists.
I'm aware of strange things that are happening all over the place. Like, I thought dragons were just old wives' tales until I met one. So if you can prove to me that this exists, you know what? Why don't you prove it to me?
I cast
Maybe
a
then
spell,
I'll believe you.
and I touch Zoe, and Zoe disappears as she goes invisible.
And he's like, "Oh my god, she was fake this whole time."
And he gasps and he says, "Oh my god, what did you do with her? Bring her back."
Can I disable that spell?
I tell him,
It's
you think
dismissal.
It
that
is,
was
okay.
cool? Watch this.
I leave
And I
her
turn into
invisible.
a motherfucking bird.
Uh-oh.
Oh god. Too much, too fast.
Alright, so I dismiss the invisibility.
Okay.
He
I
believes
trust
us.
you. I trust you guys now.
Just don't turn into a bird again.
Just don't turn into a bird again.
Alright, well, here's the deal. Like, magic is kind of a, hush-hush thing, okay? So I trust that you're gonna be hushy-hushy about it, right?
Yeah, of course.
I want to sense this modem.
Or else we'll do things to you.
He seems like he's trying to tell the truth, but he seems like he lacks confidence in his answer.
Alright,
And he always lacks
I
confidence.
cast another spell and I touch Zoe, and Zoe can now comprehend what he is saying.
Huh.
And,
Okay.
Wait, can you
Alright,
cast comprehend
so-
language on other people?
Oh wait, can
I didn't
you?
even realize
I
that was
don't
personal.
think so.
Yeah, it's personal.
Personal. Damn it.
Oh, didn't we do that
Yeah.
I have
last
to give him
session?
tongue.
Yeah, I guess we did, but oh well.
Or share language.
I wish Yuan Yang
Or
would give me
you take-
tongue.
Yeah, I don't have that.
Or you speak. You get we go to take the feat tree where you take bonded mind,
Damn it, Pluto.
and then you get a familiar.
We're not
and
going over
we
this,
get share
Pluto.
spells.
No.
Okay.
So
Okay.
good.
So I don't do that. Okay.
So good.
Well, I say to him, your commander of this boat is under a magic spell.
That is compelling him to do something. How do I know? Because I tried to control his mind just a little while ago, twice. And I can do that.
Yes, we did discover that he does have an enchantment on him, and we strongly believe that that is influencing him to go to this war that you don't even know why. Isn't that concerning?
But you're the only people I've seen perform magic.
Oh, there are others.
There are
And
others.
if I may, I want to tell Yan Yang about the other guys and why he should be concerned.
About Vincent and Rupert?
Yeah, so I'm going to tell Yan Yang that there are these other two guys.
Okay, you spend
two
like a
agents.
half hour
But I
in
want to impress
character
upon
telling
him.
Yang Yang about these two guys. And
Right,
he's
but I
like
wanna
listening
impress
to the
upon him
story.
At the end, that the army or the boost in power that his father might have been from striking a deal with one of these guys. And that although his father may think that he has a lot of power with him, there's a chance that this guy goes back on that deal and betrays your father.
Okay,
And
so
that's who we want
what
to
would
see.
you have me do? If I'm to believe your story.
I tell him to basically abandon the quest or the mission that this general has set out
We
for you
can't
and
get
come with
thrown
us
off
to
this
defeat
boat.
this guy. Yeah, but make sure we stay on the.
Are any of the other soldiers affected?
We don't
Am
know.
I
don't
affected?
I could check,
Maybe.
but I don't think you.
We both probably like cast detect
Please do.
magic on him.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Oh gosh, white slanky mode.
Oh shit.
No, don't worry. It was not.
Exploring.
He's just checking to see that everything's okay.
Slanky wants to be a part of this.
This like snakehead
Oh, that's
peeps
good.
in like all shyly. Hi, can I
It's like,
come
hey, guys.
in?
Hey guys, I'm just gonna be here under your feet.
Yeah.
Don't mind me.
He likes all the warmth
not
from
cool.
the bodies.
Yeah, it's cold out at night.
Remember that he is
My
a
bed's
cobra,
chilly.
and that he has an intimidating hood and fang.
Yeah. At least he's not a boa constrictor.
He is my precious 200-pound, 16-foot-long puppy.
Mm.
And by puppy, you mean he ate a puppy, so now he has a puppy shape in his stomach.
He ate a person. And maybe he ate a puppy in China.
Oh
Maybe.
my god. I mean,
We weren't
that's what they
watching
do
the
there,
whole
so I'm pretty sure he could have.
He has a human heart on the inside, and by that I mean literally, as he digests it.
He has
Oh,
he has
God.
the parts of a human heart on the inside.
Okay.
Anyway. So you detect magic on him, and there's you cast detect magic, and you don't detect magic on him.
Oh.
I tell him that I don't detect magic on you.
Yeah, you're fine. You're okay.
And he lets out a sigh of relief, like, phew. I'm glad that's not a problem.
And I tell Charlotte in common, he's really easy to convince.
Wait,
mean,
did you actually
maybe
detect
that's-
magic on him or
maybe
not?
that's why his father tried
Yeah, I
to
did.
like pawn him off onto us and send
No,
him
no,
to
no. I
war.
mean, are you just telling him that you didn't detect magic, but you really did?
No, I did. I detected magic,
Um,
and I told him that
Okay,
there's no
and-
magic on him because that's the truth.
You used detect magic, and you did not detect magic on him, and you told him
Right.
such.
correct.
And
Okay.
and he says,
Yeah, okay,
now
okay.
that you mention it, that makes sense. Otherwise, I wouldn't be going against the general's orders now, would I?
Oh, so he's convinced. Now
That's
that I know that.
not so true, but I'm glad that you do not have any magic on you, believe me.
I tell him that I believe him and that it makes more sense that he came to us concerned about his duties because a true scion of the royal family is sure about himself to try and boost his ego.
Good job.
And he says thanks, I guess.
So the hard part here is that we need to either one steal something from a very, very bad guy that's probably well guarded, or two, somehow get Japan a stronger army to deal with or stop this current army,
Correct.
which
Go ahead and make a charisma check, Hester.
All right, we want to make this a roll now.
what are you doing?
You said you shot
Sorry,
him
Zoe.
an award-winning smile.
I might just.
We're seeing if it's award-winning or not.
Okay.
No. Not allowed. He's mine.
Uh-oh.
Not award-winning. You shoot him a nice smile.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh.
Zoe, with your will save, I don't think you can be telling Hester what she can and can't do.
He's my man. Back off.
Actually, dominate person also works in the case that she gets dominated and starts fighting us. I have a way to get her back on her side.
Yeah, but then it's
So-
opposed charisma checks.
With all of that being said, are you willing to go against your father?
I didn't even.
What
it
about
doesn't
the other
necessarily mean-
soldiers?
It's for the good.
It doesn't even necessarily mean we're going against his father specifically, though.
Well, we need to empower Japan's army, according to Joan
We
of
could be
Arc.
saving his father by forging
Yes.
an alliance between Japan and China.
But I mean, like,
Against
What
you
about the
asshole.
other soldiers? Are they under this influence?
We don't know. I was
I don't know.
hoping you could tell
I mean,
us
if anything,
by
we
their
might be-
behaviors. If you know.
if we go in and are able to like strengthen and unite the Japanese ones, maybe that would actually, like, I don't know, maybe we prevent the war altogether. And honestly, that would probably be better. Like, that would probably be something that would be more heroic than anything that you can ever possibly do in pursuit of war. Like, preventing a war is going to be more noble than anything you can do.
Well,
in
they're
the
already
course of a war.
landed, as we noticed on the maps, and they already.
True, but I mean,
Yeah.
like, okay, we can't prevent the war, but ending the war
You can end it.
without letting it get out of hand,
Or
I
stop.
guess.
Yeah, okay.
Like, stopping the war from getting any
You have to be
escalating even
Mulan.
Yeah.
further.
Charlotte just doesn't know how to do that, but she does know that we need to somehow deal with the boat situation, and she'll say to Jan, like, if you know anything about them that could be useful information or whatnot, that might help us decide what to do, because we only got less than 12 hours now to figure something out.
For the boat ride and the other people on the boat, he says he doesn't really know them much more than you all do. The only reason he got his officer title was because of his family name.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, yeah. We could have guessed that.
What about your
Rude.
men? Are they, strong bond with you, or are they just men that'll probably stick to the task?
I don't know. Are they under? You said that the general's under this influence. Who's to say the rest of the men are, too? Like,
Right, we
will
don't
they
know.
follow my orders if it's for a righteous cause,
We would have to get like
or will they follow the
closer?
general's orders?
We would,
I think
tell
they'll
'em that
follow
I
the
could
general's orders.
Check.
we would have
but
to
I
get closer
have to get
find
close to them.
out.
And I mean, if your men are enchanted, then I could probably tell just from like checking out one of them. Because if one of them is enchanted, then the rest of them are probably enchanted, and if he's not enchanted, then I'm pretty sure the rest of them are gonna be enchanted. Because he's just gonna enchant.
But that's not going to be the
like,
case for the
a
other two
few soldiers.
troops. Because he's got a few of his own his men, and then there's the two troops or squads.
No, Jan has a troop.
Okay, so there's 3 squads, but so he has his own squad, or no?
No, there are 2 squads.
Two.
Oh, one.
Jan
says
has a
complete.
squad.
Okay.
Right.
Yes. His orders were to take the squad and you guys and to go kill 2 people.
Okay. Well, yeah, checking his squad, then at least try to first. Like,
Yeah.
if he can.
Are they all asleep?
If he can get one of his men. To
Yes, Young's squad is asleep right now.
All right, then I
They're
tell
over
Jan
here.
if you want me to check, then accompany me to their bunks, and I will check with magic while they're asleep.
I can cast. Wait, how many do I have left now? I can cast invisibility on you both, actually. And since it's like, well, you guys wouldn't be able to see each other then.
We wouldn't.
Yeah.
Although if it's just me that's invisible, I don't think that'd be an issue. They're not gonna like.
Maybe if
think
you
it's weird
go
that he's
invisible,
in their
yeah, and
room.
follow him. Right. Okay. Have him lead you to him,
Yeah, we'll just do that.
and
We'll
I'll
tell 'em
read.
what we're
Okay,
gonna
you
do.
go invisible.
And you'll have message
Yeah.
on you. Wait, no, you can't message on him. If I cast message on you and on him, can you guys message each other?
No, they have to
I
go through
don't
you.
know.
Don't worry about it.
Okay.
And
just whisper
he
really
leads you
quietly.
down here.
Yeah, and then I'll cast detect magic. On
Okay,
the
you
lot
detect
of them.
magic.
Am I actually detecting magic?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, boy.
Okay, then I'm gonna focus and see what where the locations of the magic are.
You see it throughout the room. On
Okay,
each
then
of the
I'm gonna
duders.
keep focusing on each of them. Okay, then I'm gonna do the Arcana check.
Okay? You're pretty sure this is enchantment.
Okay, so then I whisper to him to come follow me back to go back to the room with Charlotte.
And he goes back.
We can't.
All right, so
spell that
once I become
name.
visible again, I tell him that. So unfortunately, there is magic on them. It's enchantment, and that's the kind that messes, that compels, that affects the mind, and it's on all of them.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, I got him to curse. We did it, guys.
No, that's just Mantis cursing because he didn't think we'd figure it out. Ha.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
You can totally think that if you want.
We're real mythbusters in this.
You guys are the
this,
best mythbusters. You solved
we
this
figured
mystery.
everything out
No,
all on our
we're-
own,
we're
no help
the-
whatsoever.
No, we're the like fuck that. We're not doing what you tell us group, and I don't know. This is what happened.
Make it much harder than it has to be.
Absolutely.
Much harder than it has to be,
The
squad.
only thing that
Dan,
makes me
if
do
Dan
things I
were to
don't
show
want
up and
is
say you
balls.
figured it all out,
Oh no! No, Hester, no.
Hester feels like she hears the sound of Dan's hands clapping, but as soon as she looks around, she realizes it's just in her head.
No, it's just
don't
Charlotte using
play with her
ghost
emotions like-
sound.
So, so what are we gonna do, guys?
Well, I tell him that your men probably are going to obey the general no matter what we do. They're going to be compelled to do it against their free will. So their mission is
okay.
to what the general said, to go and take out these two guys to gain more ground for China.
Okay.
So if you want to help us oppose the guys that are manipulating things behind the scenes, then we need your help in convincing the general to allow us to stay on this ship until we can get close enough to Kyushu.
Okay. And what
then
do you plan
come
to
with
do
us
there?
Kyushu. We're gonna find the dudes, and we're gonna fight, or at least
Wait,
meddle.
what?
You're gonna fight them, but if
We're gonna
they have
oppose them.
control of uh all of these people on this ship, then what about the rest of the army?
Yes, that is
Are
definitely.
you gonna fight all of them?
No.
Or actually, no. We said we were gonna go, like, forge alliances with Japan, right?
Yeah, I don't think we can get to Rupert and like steal from him. That's
Okay,
not feasible
so-
in my mind. Yeah.
I tell him then our best course of action then to oppose an army is to rally another army, and that's supporting Japan. And
Okay.
I tell him I happen to know two places in Japan that are closely connected in strength to their government.
Okay,
We
where
could
are
go to
they?
one of two places. I tell him the places I know.
Okay, so I pull you guys to the map. You guys are discussing.
Right. The blue box.
So you pull out a map, or he pulls out a
I
map
do. Don't ask. Oh, okay. I
that
was like,
has
don't
his
ask me where
orders
I
on it.
pull out a map. I just have a.
No, he pulls out his map with his orders on it, and the stuff in the writing are his orders,
Okay.
and the details in particular.
So I tell him that.
So he asks you to mark
have
on
to
his
try and-
map where the centers for their government are.
I do, and I mark the two blue squares. So maybe he can convince the general that we're gonna go do what he wants us to do, so that we get kind of close to them. But then I tell him you're gonna have to defect with them.
And it seems like this is weighing on him, but he's like, yeah, I I think I think that makes the most sense. If we're to defect, uh, it would it would help our chances if it was only my squad who was opposing, or if we just ran away from them, maybe we could do that.
Oh, we could totally do that. Yeah, we could definitely get away from your squad.
Oh,
I'm
run
not
away
saying
from
that
the
they're,
squad. Oh, okay.
you know, yeah. I'm not saying that they're, dumb, but they're probably easy to get away from with our magic.
Well, that's not a problem. We just need to get to land. My concern is stay on this
Right.
boat. Either we take out those
And he
squads
says,
on this boat, or we convince them to keep us on this boat.
I'll convince General Wu that I changed your minds and that you're gonna follow his orders.
Great.
That would be very nice of you.
Also, Charlotte, somewhere along the days here, I wanted to copy a teleport into my my family.
Huh? I
That way we
handed
have two
Miranda's
teleport.
book to you.
Oh, okay, yeah. Then I do.
Yeah. Yeah, I already copied everything.
That way I can teleport and you can teleport.
He asks one more question. He says, how will we get the locals to trust us?
The same. Well, I mean,
That is a very good question and probably most difficult for you.
I
Because you are
answer him in
obviously-
Japanese, and he might not understand me, and I say, well, I mean, we talk just like we always do.
I hear they don't let any people from other places into their land. I hear they're very reclusive.
Well, that's why we just pop in.
Yeah. Okay. He seems very uneasy.
Well,
Do we need disguises?
we can maybe get disguises.
I don't have any disguise spells.
I could disguise my weapon. I can make it look really Japanese, and the weapon can vouch for us.
I can.
Your weapon can vouch for you. Okay.
I can full
Yeah, I can
polymorph
disguise
us
it.
all, and then I can pretend I'm like a sheep herder or something. And I don't know.
Oh god.
Aw.
Excellent plan.
It's cool. It's cool.
Lose all of your mental abilities. Or have a chance to lose all of your mental abilities.
It's the only hope I got. That or hijack this boat and then see we're on your side. We took over this boat. You have to listen to us. Please.
They have to.
Don't shoot at us as we're coming in. White flags, right? White flags?
Yeah.
And so he tentatively agrees to your plan.
I guess
Okay.
we don't really have a plan other than like teleporting on to the land.
Well, we're thinking of it now.
Yeah, we need to. Well, maybe we have more days to ask Joan like where the best way to get their attention. Sorry, I'm like trying to find words. Okay, well, let's see if we get thrown off the boat first.
Okie dokie.
I'll ensure him and Manjin that
So,
more
there's
plans will develop.
6 of us, right?
We just need more time.
7 if you include Slanky.
Right. I'm including Slanky, yes. Because, okay, so if you have teleport, and you can teleport one person per every 3 levels, right? One additional person every 3 levels. That means you can take yourself and then 3 of us, which means, like, let's just say that's Zoe, Rodney, and Isaiah. I can also take me plus 3 more people, which is me, him, and my snake, because he counts as 2 medium people. So I think we
Okay.
actually do have enough magic to get everybody.
Yay! That or I can
So I ain't going anywhere
reduce
without my
person a few people.
that too. So we should be thinking now of how do we ingratiate ourselves among the populace to get to their whatchamacallit, their centers of government.
Yeah, I don't know if it's assumed though that he talked the general into keeping us on the boat. I'd like to know the
we don't know.
result of that.
I mean,
Do you want to move to the next
I
day?
can, we can. I think so.
Yeah, next day. I'm gonna prepare my spells and switch it up.
The best that I can do to that effect is
Let's
to
roll
charm
his
people.
bluff.
So let's get rid of this spell today. Don't need that.
I'll give him heroism before he goes and does the bluff.
Okay.
That's a good idea.
This is including heroism.
That's pretty good. It's a good roll.
Holy shit.
Nice.
That's bad.
It's pretty good. This guy's really good at sensing people's motives, it turns out.
Apparently.
2 nat 20s. Oh, nothing we do works.
No, it's just we have to do things the hard way.
He has
Yeah.
he has misfortune on him. There we go. He took 10 on his sense motive check. He's dealing with an officer.
Either that,
An
or he doesn't
officer would
believe him.
never
But
lie to him.
either that, or he doesn't believe him, but he has to go along with it. Like, you know, like protocol or whatever demands that he has to say, okay, to take your word, even though I don't believe you.
Nah, he takes 10 on his sense motive check. We'll go with that. He trusts Yan Yang, but he doesn't trust you guys. Thinks you're suspicious, and now he posts guards at your doors.
I kind of want to
Perfect.
kill him.
I totally
Just
want
to
to
send a
baleful
message that
polymorph
nobody
him,
guard-
but
it's my door.
I gotta bring teleport. I only have one spell slot. 2 casts, just 1 slot.
Yeah, I'll bring a teleport too.
So I can't
And
baleful.
I'm
so,
a dominant person.
Do you want to do anything else for the rest of the week of travel?
Finishing my crafting so that I can.
Okay, you finish your crafting.
So I need.
Yeah.
Pluto, you got all 3 of your items.
Okay.
And then I just need 3 more crafting days for me to have mine.
So wait, did we convince him to give us more time on the boat?
What? No.
Yeah. Yon Yang did.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that. Oh. I thought you said more
I'm
time.
like really tired.
We'll end here soon.
Oh, disguise other is the one that I want.
Oh.
I have that actually.
Oh, do you?
Oh, you do. You could make us
Yeah.
look
It's
like
okay,
Japanese
guys.
people.
I
Make
have
us look
Plan
like
B.
Cultural to Japan.
We used it earlier, remember? We used it to get into the fucking Pope's palace or something.
Oh.
Or, no, it wasn't the Pope's palace. Maybe it was... I don't even remember. No, we got into, like, what's-her-name's place where that wanted us to kill the Pope.
Yeah, so when we, like,
But yeah, we used
teleport
Disguise
onto
Other to do
land,
that.
We should probably try to look cultural so that we don't raise too much
I mean, the thing is
Is there a
Disguise Other-
way that I could look
only
up
lasts for a couple
spells
hours.
using the Library of Babylon?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Can I use that to learn Disguise Self?
Is it on the witch's spell list?
It is.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it is. Let me go check.
It's only
can't
hours,
see how
but
this
maybe
is.
that's all we need, right?
Pluto,
Okay,
you see my Plan
I guess
B in chat.
I've been proven wrong. I don't see Disguise Self on the Witch's spell list.
Oh.
Why is this not on the Witch's spell
What about,
list?
like, alter self or...
Alter Self has to be. Like, witches are known for, like, their trickery and disguises. Okay, Alter Self is, but that's only 1 minute per level.
Oh, yeah, not long.
Yeah. I'm pretty surprised, actually. I would have expected that to be on the Witch spell list, too.
Yeah, like, what the hell?
Yeah.
I know there's a
Like I said,
hex that does it. Maybe it's
Like I
a
said, I have it, but it's yeah. I mean, the thing, of course, is it still only lasts for 100 minutes.
Well, that's better than nothing.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you'd be able to use it
That
in
might afford us
situations,
some
but
yeah.
I wouldn't. We wouldn't be able to just like walk around with this guy's other up all the time.
Right. But
But
we
if
just
we're
need
like
it
we're
for
going in,
talking with
like
people.
we're going to this town or whatever. We're gonna hang out in that town for like an hour, and then I can be like, okay, sure.
I'm actually pretty psyched. Hester's pretty psyched for getting a kimono.
Those things are expensive. You've heard they might be more expensive than your firearm.
Well, I got a lot of money.
Okay.
I still have 750 gold
Hmm.
in platinum.
Okay, so. Uh. It is. It is the night of when you guys are going to disembark with Yang Yang Squad onto the mainland of Japan, Honshu.
Okay.
Okay.
And it looks like they're gonna take like a couple of shuttles of like the lifeboats and take his squad and you guys onto shore.
Alright.
In the middle of night. It's moonlit out, so there's some low light.
Cool.
Do we know, like, whether or not we might be successful at just teleporting right into one of those blue squares?
I don't think we'll be very
Have you been
successful
there?
at all since we've never been.
No.
Let me check.
We can't. You can only teleport to a place that you've at least seen before.
You can teleport places you've never been. I think. Just
Yeah, you
it's
can.
much riskier, right?
Yeah, it's just riskier. And we can maybe
And if you can
see
actually
it?
try to teleport to places that don't actually exist, and there's like stuff in the rules for what happens when you do that. Like there's a separate table for that,
Yep.
basically. But false destinations, like you might end up somewhere similar.
I mean,
know?
we either stop these troops now, or we separate from them now.
Well, this greater teleport. If you try to greater teleport to a false destination, it just doesn't work.
Because I am not going to fight with them. And I don't know. And I also don't want to be in the middle of a fight. And they're embarking.
And it's like half of his squad has secured the beach, and it's time for your guys to get on the boat.
On a new boat?
Get on
Mm-hmm.
a boat.
Well,
carrying-
there's like two boats, and so there's going to be a boat for you and like a boat for the other half of his squad
to ferry to the land.
Oh, okay.
to ferry
Yeah,
to the
like
land.
not the ship, but like the smaller boats.
Mm-hmm. Well, we're gonna rendezvous with him anyway, right?
No, we need to decide whether or not
Right.
we're bailing now or getting off this boat with these
Oh.
people.
Well, do we know from like the map or just general like where would be like a good place within like eyesight to get like kind of start traveling? If we do teleport.
Uh, what's your question?
That's what we're trying to decide, right? Is we're trying to decide where to teleport.
I think we need to teleport and like get away from this group.
Right now? Okay. Where are you trying to teleport?
Do I see the top of like, or can I make out like the top of any kind of like low mountain?
I mean, there are lots of mountains along this coastline. They're all covered in trees.
I got mini teleports. Did you prepare mini and we can maybe just like teleport hop until we get somewhere?
I can do 2.
I can do 3, so we can do 2 total because we need 2.
So where are you trying to teleport to?
Well, why don't we
Like, the
teleport to
closest
one
we
of these
can
like?
get.
Well, why don't we teleport to like one of these like mountaintops with the trees, and then like we either stay the night there, because I mean they're not gonna know where we teleported to.
Is there snow in the mountains?
No, it's July.
Okay. Yeah, and then we'll have a height advantage to maybe see a better place to teleport. Maybe.
Yeah.
Does that sound?
That's what we'll do.
Okay. Um,
So we grab.
it is
Yon.
dark. I'm going to let you know what your chances are. I'm going to give you a modified viewed once destination for these mountaintops where
Okay.
1 through 60 is on target.
Okay.
60 through 88 is off target. Or 61 through 88 is off target. And then the rest is the same as viewed once.
Or we could teleport back to the United States. I'm just saying.
You can't do that.
That's a
The
little far out
GM
of
would
our
not expect that. Okay.
It's too far.
All right,
It is
Charlotte.
too
Well, we
far.
get to see if we both succeed or if one of us fails, or we roll something screwy. We get to roll our D100. So we're shooting for 60 or less.
Oh my god.
Yep.
All right, here we go. Here's me, Slanky, and am I taking you on?
Sure. Yeah.
I'm
You
take-
take. You
to
take
pick one of you
Yon. You take Yon.
Okay.
Hey,
Yep.
I'm on target.
Hester's on target. Charlotte, you're off target.
Okay. Where am I?
We just gotta go find.
You don't know. And we will end session there. You're on a mountaintop,
Ah.
We're
but you
somewhere
don't see
different.
Hester anywhere nearby.
Mount Everest.
No, there's no snow.
Mantis has a little while to figure out exactly where we are in relation to each other,
Oh.
and we have time to think of how the hell we're gonna fix it.
That's easy.
Did you just have her teleport you guys again? She has 2 more.
Well, I have 3 more. Like, well, 2. Yeah, 2 more because I
Yeah,
have this.
we might be able to
yeah.
just teleport again, I guess.
Yeah, just keep teleporting.
Oh, like maybe Hester will like realize that we never made it, so maybe Plan B is to continue teleporting somewhere. I don't know. Get to the city. We didn't talk about like where we would meet up, did we?
Nope.
Just on a mountaintop, or on this mountaintop that I'm on.
Yeah, we're not chaotic at all.
I'm kind of chaotic.
Yeah, I know. It's obvious.
Okie dokie, so we're gonna end session there. Let me make a note for myself. What day is it? It was June 21st last time, and we added 14 days. So 9 days to the end of the month.
We got a lot
and,
done this session.
5 more
Uh,
days after that. It's the
I'll
5th of
set
July.
I'll make sure I post it in Rule 20 as well, but I know for sure I won't be here Friday the 13th next month
Unlucky.
for the Friday game, and then I might not
You're
be there
gonna
for
miss
the
the
Saturday.
second session of Strange Aeon.
Oh, no.
Yeah, probably.
You're gonna go insane that session. It's gonna happen.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but I have like a work thing. I basically have to. I have to actually. It's actually like
Gotcha, yeah.
a work
Wait.
work dinner, but
I'm not gonna be here on whatchamacallit.
and then on the 14th I might not be there because I got like another. It's also a work thing, but I'm not sure. I might be there, but I might not. I'm not really sure the exact timing for the thing on Saturday yet. I'm gonna find out more about that a little bit closer to the day, but it'll either be like I might get lucky. It might be early enough that I can still make it to the session, and it might be late enough that I can like still make the session. But it might end up being like right in the middle of when Pathfinder is. Like I might have to go at like 11 or something like that. I'm not really sure. Like if I'm lucky, it'll be like I don't know, 8 o'clock or something like that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
I
guys,
won't
I'm
be
not
here
gonna
on the
be
5th.
here on June 14th.
Oh man. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll all remember that.
just you know, I don't
Yeah.
need to post because I told you now.
Yeah. No, I'll
I
actually post
had all
as
sorts
well.
of combat that could have happened this session.
And we didn't roll well,
Nope.
or we did roll well.
No, we didn't go there.
You chose to avoid it.
Yeah, we were.
I did it.
being
I was
smart
asleep.
about it.
No. The other sorts of combat.
What? Chase after a fish
What,
that
find these
swam
guys on the
away?
boat?
I mean, you could have fought the guys on the boat. You could have completed the mission, no problem. You could have done all sorts of things. Some things that may or may not happen in the future are still on the table.
So
Since they
here's
didn't
But
the
I'm
happen
not a
thing,
this
murder
session.
hobo, and I know that if this is an enchantment, these people are innocent. So that's kind of where I was going with that.
So the problem is, Mantis, is you always say time is always turning or whatever, time's always happening. So I feel like if we go and like do the battles at the forts for the castles and kill the two people that they want to kill, like I feel like we're wasting time and it's gonna let events happen that we wouldn't want to happen. So I felt like that was definitely the wrong answer that we were supposed to figure out a way to get to Rupert fast. But
Well, I don't know
I
about
don't know.
fast,
That's just
but
what I thought.
my only thought is that the army's already marched and landed and everything. So
It
we
feels like
can't
we're
stop
always
the
behind where we
wave.
need to be.
Well, yeah.
So we're trying to get to wherever we're supposed to go as fast as possible. So I don't know if that's what you intended, but that's how I feel as a player, is that we need to move fast
Well, I think
in order to catch up.
what we need to do at this point is divine some more, if possible, to get some strategic information to share with Japan so that they can counter China better.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah. So we need to gather information.
I'm going to bed
as
though, because I'm
we-
very tired.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess we're done. So.
Yep,
Yeah.
we're
All
done.
right, good night.